Welcome in, Morals. This is your Demon Lord, Draco Sahak. You're back here again. We're going to be continuing where we left off for the late Rings case file event, which we're now have to unlock the missions for Chapter 8. And we're hoping that we say get done to 10, try to go to the time gate for today. Also, and hopefully if time does permit, we'll continue where we left off with Witch of the Holy Night, which currently we are right now at we're basically at chapter 3 after basically running into basically I think it's Tahoe Aozaki. So without any further ado, let's get started. And also, yeah, guys, I apologize. Music is also off for the game because copyright reason because of also streaming on YouTube. Okay, but yeah, we're gonna actually check to see. Okay, machine types. So yeah, we'll definitely go back over here. Alright. I believe I have one needs to run here and then we'll just keep running. But yeah. Alright. There we go. But yeah, it's I'm gonna probably do this and then probably Sunday we'll just go over this is a side story because that's supposed to feature the new Pretender. Oh. Hang on. Let's get that. Yeah, get things going here. Need to keep remembering that when I switch scenes, I have to do that. I have to turn on that go speed thing to the back on. But yeah, I actually definitely can't wait until basically get back into the witches now. Well, it's pretty long for every chapter, and it's supposed to be 12 or so, so it's gonna be interesting. Although, plus on top of that too, once I get through most of this, there's the bad ends also, so probably be maybe not do everything all at once, so that way I can at least not overwhelm myself with the story and then engross myself in some details. Well, plus the top of that too, I probably need to sit down and actually think about things to do for cleaning up and stuff. Yeah, I need to get down to doing some of the going for those Yu-Gi-Oh cards and stuff too. Oh, plus I need to build that 8-6 big model I actually had just sitting around. Alright. Okay, that's the ghost. What's that? Yeah, I need to get Bray in here. I need to remember to do that. Like 400. Okay, complete this will unlock the week 10 Steam Ghost. Okay. Alright, and then the mission here. Okay, 35, so we have to, let's see. Okay, that's... Okay, so yeah, we're just gonna have to keep going through this then. Alright. Event Buster. Okay, put Ray in here. But yeah, I definitely got some probably things I need to do. Although, yeah, I also updated the ending thing too. It's because yeah, the typo that was pointed out to me. like a while ago. I finally got that fixed up already. But yeah, there's like some things I need to also do to fix things up. Like some small stuff, and then like focus on more on like getting some things I need to do. Okay, that was weird. Yeah, for some reason my monitor flickered over here. And again, things have like been like a bit weird for like technology for me. Like for some reason, like at work, it's like I have like this phone. It's like won't allow me to like sign in to my phone and stuff ever since we reset like things. So that way I can actually sign in from like on my regular phone, because that something happened with that, it wouldn't let me sign in unless I put like authentication thing for like because I moved or something like that. And then since I did that, it's like it won't allow me to use it like some of the apps on my personal phone, since I was able to sign up for something to treat it like a personal device. Some weird token thing, I don't know why. Yeah. But yeah, mostly it's not going to be much of an issue because, yeah, it's like going to go to OPD anyway, so. Ooh, okay. Unlock that. Unlock. Saber class servants. Okay, 35. Defeat 20 golem type enemies. Okay, so yeah, I just need to beat 20 golems. Oh, yeah, of course there's going to be golems here. I remember this. Duh. Yes, yeah, this wasn't the prison. Oh, yeah, but. God, that was like so long ago. Alright, let's get some of it. Memory reenactment, Land of Sweets. Yeah, it's like, should be like, probably like 3 times we're going for this, and we should get to the next story. Yeah, now I think of it, it's like the devs were probably at this event were probably a bit happy because basically they, in a sense, it might be like kind of technically less work because they might have just had to take like missions from like previous events and just basically copy and paste them in. In a sense, you just have to modify like double check to modify like item drops and stuff, so that way the drops are like the same. Oh, somebody is D on here. Like, that's kind of weird that it's like in the second wave. It's normally 3 is like supposedly when we get to like actual service. So this is like shallow service here. Alright. There we go. Yeah, that's kind of a bit big there. Yeah. Oh yeah. They'll see, Cersei. That reminds me. We finally got the new service announced for like Samurai, the Remnant collab. It's just free so now, but I can see that they're gonna probably add like more service in. But yeah, it's like basically we've got Yori is like now is the welfare, which wasn't really much a surprise because people were predicting that that would be probably what was going on. But yeah, it's like, and then on top of that too, we got Ryder and Ryder's master. I forget what the master's name is. Like Y-U-I, I believe. Yui, I believe is how that's their name. But yeah, she's like being added in as a caster, which is kind of nice. And then her Ryder is like now basically is now an Avenger. So yeah. And she's gonna be the 5-star Avenger, which is actually kind of interesting from what I'm seeing. Although, given the fact that there was like only one enemy there, it might be possible that it's like looking like an AoE, not an AoE, like a single target. Single target for her, and then her master's gonna be like one of those like, I guess, one of those more support in MP types. So I don't know if it's like gonna give her buffs for herself or just purify everything. So yeah, it's like gonna be like the caster like somewhat similar, I guess, functioning as like maybe Super Orion or like Spark, like Leonidas. Yeah. Although what sucks about it too, from like looking at it, it's like there looks like we might not actually get Samson in it because it looks like they replaced him with Sparkus of all things in like the opening trailer, which like yeah, on one hand I can understand because it would be a lot to like put in like additionally like 5 more servers on top of the free into the game. The problem is like no, it's like yeah, we're gonna have these like servers just sitting out there like possibly not being added in. Like people would probably wanted to assassin added in because of the fact that yeah, he's actually ancestor to Shiome, so that's like gonna really suck a bit there. Yeah, hopefully we might get like at least an outfit for John. So yeah, for Sister Warriors, so that way she has her like alter form outfit. Alright, there we go. Yeah, man. We need to get this frog out of my throat.
我が祈りをここに落葉に郷愁を大芸に典型を無垢なる天使よ海に来たれ先に進みましょう。宴会は大勝利の後に取っておきます。
Okay, one more, and then we gotta unlock the next section finally. Yeah. Alright, here we go. Yeah, I'm actually wondering, like, what's the story gonna be probably about. And I wonder if we'll probably have, like, Shadia is like gonna be the DLC. Like on our end too, it's like on Samurai Remnants end too, that'd be actually kind of interesting. But yeah, it's like, good thing Lori gets to be added in, and then it's like, I guess kind of gets to escape the pruning theological phenomenon in a sense, because of the fact too, it's that is due to the fact that the world of Samurai Remnant is going to be pruned at some point. Don't know exactly when and where, but yeah, basically according to, like, I guess that's like the Type Moon Wiki is supposed to be, although I don't know if Natsu's probably sign off on like saying, yeah, this needs to be pruned. Because yeah, it's like pretty much she decides what rules get pruned, which ones doesn't. Because of like how he sets up the rules and stuff for that. Like, although it's like basically, yeah, if it's like goes too off the rails for like these being somewhere, it's like it has to follow a certain line, and yeah, it's like, then yeah, like we need to prune this stuff. Like even stuff that is like, yeah, even stuff that's like basically like no one would even know the difference, and it's just some small shit, and then basically compare it to all other timelines, and nothing's really that different. Those timelines, yeah, stuff even small shit can actually just get pruned. It's like, you can't be really that picky because apparently there's like only so finite energy in the universe, so it has to stop. Because they get keep wandering to like so much too much endless possibilities there. Alright. It's like an entirely different place now. There's an automaton all around the area where the fight used to be. Looks like really hell on earth here. And they're not the only ones. Steam ghosts. Where did all these ghosts of automaton come from? There's enough of them here to overrun the whole patchwork. The building doesn't even look like a fight anymore. It's just a mountain of ghosts and automaton. And the one that made it at the top first is kicking down any of that get close. It's like some bizarre version of the King of the Hill. Senpai, I'm sensing the paper smashing energy on our end too. I found it too, huh, Mash? Well, then looks like we're at the right place. Although, those things must have found the paper. My brother had it on it before we could get to it. Must have found out we discovered it thanks to how they were able to track us. Oh, so you're here too? Asteria. That must be where the last slip of paper is. Quite the spectacle this place is. Places here. As I expected, those messenger slips must have been like fragments of a holy grail. No wonder they sink to them so deeply. They're pure crystallized magical energy, pure enough to transform the very land that we stand on. In which case, I think it's time for me to pass justice on these poor souls wandering purgatory. This is the likeness of your good deeds, and this is the weight of your sins. Sirs, you see no phantasm. My treachery is the starry night. Our justice upon thee. State thy name and accept thy sentence. Custos mortium. She just blew away every last ghost automaton with magical projectiles. Her sheer power as a race is incredible. Forget the jewel of magecraft. She's practically blasting them with her meteors. This is what a true ambition looks like. My scales have always balanced for justice. Now then, if you excuse me. She made a path through this ghost of the automaton like she was a part of the tap seat. There's nothing stopping her from walking right up to the front now. Right. She doesn't care for her projectiles as either. Watch your head, let us keep moving. I'll guide you along the same possible path. Thanks, that'll be a great help. God, she's like... Well, then again, it's Lavinia. She can't be very aggressive, but she puts her mind to it. Wow, only. And let me guess, the next one's with Ghost. Well, I'm fine with this. There we go. Keep going. Yeah. Phew, I'm finally close enough to see the paper for myself. But there's still no end to him, even after coming all this way. It's a goddamn swarm, and there's nothing we're gonna do to scare off the ghosts or the dolls. I know that, but time ain't exactly on our side here. The Mysterious almost got to the paper. That took longer than I liked, but oh well. Now then, I'll just have to take this and be on my way. Damn it, we gotta stop her. Hey, I already told you I have a real shot of victory now, didn't I? Will you buy Gray? No. Oh, yeah, Gray's no phantasm. Gray, rave, crave, deprave. The hell was that? That was too close for comfort. Nobody gets to the boss's way while I'm around. Damn, I figured you might be here too. This automaton ghosts aren't weighing up one bit either. I know how dangerous you can be, so I will use whatever it takes to give myself an edge. Damn, this is Kaya Kayak Battle. Must be right up his alley. Reigns! Don't worry about me, Gray. I got my people here back me up. Is that alright? You know it. Just like I like to hear. Now, come on, let's take care of these guys. Well, Gray gets ready. Cannot use Gray. Okay, let's see. Now let's switch this out. We're a special. Let's see. Where is she? There she is. Ah, crap, I forgot to lower.
光の子やすかや登場。雑魚の皆様、お覚悟のほどを。
Okay, yeah, I probably need to just go back to around and just get that leveled up. Alright. Got it.
寝てないぞ。寝てた。はい、NHS サービスです。もちろんお望みのまま。火薬の匂い。我が行こう。そういうことか。人説をうがつ。無辺の光を持つ。
Alright, get through this. Oh, thank you for that.
起きろ、レン、行こう。
Yeah, okay, actually, I'm doing better than I thought I would.
無辺の光を持った天命を断つ絶剣無形散弾。イノベーション始め本気で行くぞ。魔人パワー全開。さて、ここからだ。我が攻防無休へ通ず。
Alright.
無量無限無辺三個を束ねて無休となす絶剣無休散弾。次の戦場に案内してください。まだまだ打ち足りません。
Yeah. Now, Gray. Hey, what a great night this is. I'm in a great mood now that after chowing down all those steam ghosts. Gray, rave, crave, deprave. The collapse to the right, left, right. Where the hell does this magical energy come from? Quantify no stats as a rank. C, B, it's still rising. Grave for me. What is this? Grave for you. Still personality suspended. Magical energy yield exceeding regulations. Second stage restraint rescinded. What are you up to? Wait, no, phantasm. It's supposed to be sacred lance removing restraints. That's King Arthur's. So you're familiar with it, huh? That's right. Grace is the story of a distant relative of King Arthur. Arthur's known phantasm is called Excalibur. As one of the greatest sacred swords ever made, it collects the planet's very breath and unleashes a torment of light. Elpad is possibly the single most famous known phantasm in all the world. But it's not the only known phantasm that made King Arthur invisible. There's another armament in the legend of King Arthur. Its shadow is that of an anchor stuck in the planet, holding the texture of humanity firmly in place. It can shoot down the night sky itself and lay waste to any mistake in its path. It's a tower that at the ends of the world. This lightness is your good deeds, and this weight is your sins. My treasury is the starry night sky. No fats has a great inherit is other than King Arthur's sacred lance itself. This lance that shines to the ends of the world. Ragu Gilead! Yeah, let's see how the Valdo Phantasms go here. The hour judgment upon thee. State thy name and accept thy sentence. Cosmos Murium. There we go. Oh, new mission unlocked.
さて君、きちんとインフォさーて、新しいミッションが開いたらしい。頑張ってもらおうか。
Alright, there we go.
事件進展だな。さあ、我が弟子、新しい現場に行って。
Okay. No way! Even my noble phantasm can't hold it back. That light, that incredible power. Ah! Sirius broken her stance, lost your chance. Run! We'll fight off the top dog ghost on the way. So yeah, I don't know if it hit her, but probably grazed her at least. Alright. Okay, yeah, I think after, like, we get through this chapter, I'm just, upped it. Yeah, it's like level up or, like, the pen skill up to 10. Because I have everything, so... guess that way is like less awkward.
なんだったかな。忘れた。くらえ。なんかすごいビーム。うまい手を考えよう。本気出してしまう。本気で行くぞ。あくまで華麗に。そういうことか。コッパに。はっ。脱がさん。
Oh, there we go. Oh, looks like I didn't really need that anyway. There, we made it through. Senpai, I get the master mean paper. That's it, Senpai. On it. I mean, you to run faster. I count 40 until they'll catch up to us, Master. If a push comes aside, then I'll. No, you can't possibly handle that many, Sir Pavier. Oh. Things are getting like kind of interesting with adult fishing. But you have to let you deal with it if that round table night was all alone. What's going on? Don't worry about it, everything's fine. These are your memories. Okay, whatever, this is what it is. Tell me service close again. I'll fire off, Master. If I don't stop her here, everyone who fed the container will suffer the consequences. No need for that. They'll never catch up to us at this race. One more step, and victory is ours. I'll bring you up to the rear. The rest of you... Oh, the fishies. Adult fishies deaf here. Those are my memories. Oh, but they are. Your memories were always like this. These are exactly what your memories are supposed to be. You yourself have accepted these as the truth. At this point, they are the only truth. Accept them, and your grief and suffering will all go. Stop that! What the? That was close. If you collected all that base of meat, it would have been courteous for us. It can't be. Huh? How? You're... Too bad. I was hoping to lay low for a while longer. And there's later.
パッチワークな都市を駆け巡り、ほほう。さーて、新しいミッションが
Okay, keep her in there 5 more times.
頑張ってもらおうか。ほほう。なかなかいいものを。
Elmer Roy. You might have already figured this out, but let me get it out of the way. These basically papers are a trap. A trap? What the hell are you... Why are you saying, Bird? Fredbear, how are you even here? You were dead. I was worried the same thing. Are you really Elmer Roy II? I can understand your confusion, but I think about it. A normal servant would never leave a bio behind. So remember that now. Draco Sock, yes. Sing Ling uses my body as vassal, making me a servant. As long as the certain conditions are in place, it is possible for me to leave a body behind in the event of my death. That's what I took advantage of here. Since essentially I have two spiritual origins, I use my Su Lang Ling one to create that body. You detach your spiritual origin even though you're a pseudo servant? It wasn't easy, believe me, and in consequence, most of the Su Lang Ling's power is now gone. But in that case, who's supposed to Su Lang Ling's power and spiritual origins that come with some significant upsides? It was impossible for them to track me into this state, regardless of how sharp their sensors might be. After all, no one would have expected such a Su Ling counterpart to only have so much magical energy as a common mage. Hell, I bet it would never even cross their mind, no matter how much their attention I might have called on myself. I guess who's ever behind this? Oh, just gonna care less about rubbish non-server mage like me. I think you're kind of getting off track. Oh yeah, that's where we're right. A big blocking, talking inferiority complex about a third-rate mage. Why would you go to all that trouble? Because I had to go into hiding, of course. All those slips of paper are why. I've been using the time I've been brought to analyze them. And learned something very interesting in the process. Memories in the singularity possess some highly unusual properties. For one thing, most memories don't even normally have that much in the way of magical energy. But here we are, and they can provide vast amounts of it. Conversely, this paper uses massive magical energy to manipulate Earth's memories. You mean change them? That's right. This paper fabricates memories, and that's been the true goal here all along. Yes, I expect your memories were initially stolen when you first entered the singularity. But stealing memories is one thing. Fabricating completely new ones is a quite number. You already remember some things by encountering service you met here in the past, haven't you? That's exactly why the one behind us had to apply more cunning measures to overwrite your memories. Like what? They hid these pieces of paper in each of these patchworks successfully to have their target collect them themselves. Having the target collect them in his own volition enables things that would normally never fly to seek in the past without suspicion. I expect that the mastermind kept the first two papers practically identical to the target's memories, only to plant a complete fabrication in the third. Magecraft and mystics are fundamentally built upon that kind of deceit. Hey, Babylon Knight, how goes it? Let me give you a shout out. Yeah, be sure to check out Babylon Knight, guys. She also does FGO also, but she does mostly male-only challenges. And she also has been playing some Samurai. Remember, make sure to check that out. But yeah, that's a good stream. Was good for you. Ooh, sorry to hear about that, Babylon Knight. Hope you feel a bit better and hope things get stitched away with OBS. But yeah, welcome in, Morals. I am Draco Sahak. I'm a Demon Lord. I play a variety of games. I do Fake Red Horror also. I also do a bit of horror games too. Currently right now we're going for the Case Isles event before we go into the Witch on the Holy Night visual novel, which has ties to Fate also. Sorry that...
Thank you, mortal, and welcome to the Diamic Army.
Also, thanks, Nick, for the follow. Much appreciated. Oh, also, welcome in Origin Roach, how it goes into. But yeah. Also, apologize to Morals for basically there being no music playing. I'm also streaming to YouTube, and for some odd reason, the music in this event will trigger like some copyright like thing over there, so... Are you sure about that? Do you confirm the veracity of those memories with anyone? Oh, Draco Sahak is a member of Shiny, right? I bet they can verify his memories. I see. The true Shiny almost certainly can determine where Draco Sahak's memories are genuine or falsified. So on that note, I have a question for you. I'm sure you have received a transmission or two from Shiny by now, but I'm guessing Max is the only one there you can speak up to, right? I mean, if fabricating memory is a difficult endeavor, even after you manage to plant the new ones, you need to keep a close eye on them. to see how well they took. So the one behind this would be to just do that, as well as make sure that you're stuck in the path you want you to follow. And besides, the best way to do so is under the guise of someone you trust completely, someone you know you never suspect. Someone who we never suspect? Then wait, then the Emmy wrote your dying message was meant to be. That's right, Mash, of course. The Mash you've been talking here is an imposter. Yeah, Mash is getting a bit sus now. She's gone. Mash is an imposter then. Relax, the real Mash is fine. Your communications are still jammed, but that's all. She's probably worried sick about you, but in the meantime, you have to earn things to take care of. How so? For our mastermind is the impersonation staff from Shania. They would, of course, need information on Shania. And it would be impossible for someone native to the singularity to take that information. That means whoever's behind everything would have been able to do this all with only information obtained in the singularity. Must have had a connection to the outside. I see, that makes sense. Alright then. What do you propose, Blair? That brings me back to this paper. I can turn up anything else in my own analysis, but I bet Sir Pavish could dig it up considerably deeper. What do you say, Lady Asteria? So you know about me too, do you? Fine, I'll go along with this. Is that alright with you, Carrie? Fine by me, whatever my client wants the client gets. I love how he's not even protesting that anymore. Like, us call it. Anybody calling him that. Gotta walk to my complete mission 77. Yeah, okay, in progress. Emergency quest to unlock that. Okay, unlock section 9. Okay, so we got some actually unlocked. Let's go to the first memory. Okay, yeah, this is completely false. Okay, I'll just do that there. Alright, let's go. These But yeah, if I remember right, these are actually kind of a bit false, so like modified edited memories. Yeah, chickens. Thank you. Alright. That sucks that it didn't do much. Probably should have like equipped the number difficulty. There we go. Yeah. By the way, is anybody feeling cold? Like because of this whole So instead of Bluebeard, we get Blackbeard. Ay, ay, ay. Although, speaking of that, I do kind of wonder when we're gonna probably add in like Lady Bluebeard from my old town. So which yeah, Isabel Goddess is her name. What did we fit very well in Assassin's class? I know, probably Atalante would definitely hate her on their guts, though. Because of what she did to her white children. Yeah, probably assassin or like a avenger for like Bel Gunnis. Alright. I don't think this is supposed to be where it's supposed to be Attila. Like, probably should have done Attila here. Yeah. Probably should have switched with James. Yeah. Yeah, let's just do that. But then again, it's like I barely remember much of like the second singularity. Then again, who really remembers much from it? The only thing that was really memorable is like demon pillars were like basically shown, so and that's about it. Oh yeah, it also left because of like the demon pillar. And Nero was there, and it's like the Sparkus and Buka were deciding to help us, despite not actually going out to oh. Hey Nobles. Yeah, good luck with this one. Oh right. Let me guess, she busts her charge off. Oh, she changes class.
キャンディーケイン行くぞ贈り物は眠ってからだ
Yeah, Preterve would have been so good here. Somebody don't have
好き放題扱ってあげましょう日向の匂い火薬の匂い
kept the Ember Cigar like ruling max.
いいでしょう
But yeah, how goes in doubles?
宝具解放我が最新式究極的犯罪を即時処理ザ・ダイナミクス・オブ・アンアステロイドおつまみは
プレゼントフォーユー
Yeah. Well, I just finished up the last available mission quest. Nice.
キャンディースターフォトンレ
Okay, please be, Fuck! Well, that cover rock can still work.
行くぞですよ 好き放題扱ってあげましょうこの私が
頼むよみんな
コッパに
Yeah, I need to switch back to the black cover rock here.
痛いぞ
Need to remember to do that because, yeah, I always switch it to this one because I forget.
朝のひばり
These 60 V70s, that's it. Oh. Well, if you're talking about the warranty, yeah, it's kind of rough.
気がちょっ
I don't know, it's like, in terms of like how cold it is. Well, no, Lapore is like probably I heard worse, like 40 inches or so.
人間の火力ではどうあっても私には及びませんおとなしく我が社に入いいえ我がぐマスターなんと今年はまたこれふと
Oh, he just slapped no matter what forward to.
パッチワー
Damn.
クの都市を駆け巡り引きこれは素晴らしい時計塔でもめった
Yeah, okay.
おお来たか我が弟子じゃあ張り切っていくとしよう
I gave scrap. I remember memory reactions. Alright. Beat rare Steve Ghost, so yeah. Let's go with that skill here. There's a beefing away one for Camelot, 40k. 40k. Yeah, Gil and Emia and Ice for going for nice. You're still on some skill level, you know, Katan. Yeah, I can pretty much do it. It's just, but I think I'm good for right now. I take it you have some things you have to get to be able to skill level up, or just QP.
起きる行こうあくまで華麗に人説をうがつ無辺の光を持って天命を断つ絶剣無形散弾ひなたの火薬の利放題扱ってあげましょうこの私が
Alright. I think I might probably just do like the last for the MP there. So that way I could just do it on the. Should I just pop both the charges from the witches? Oh, okay, you need Gossos, gotcha. I can't remember if we get like brigade like event that has those soon. How many Gossos do you need?
人説をうがつ
Hey, Orpheus.
無辺の光を持って天命を断つ絶剣
MP, yeah, good start for the new year. MP6, Hibiko, and Super. Sky feels good. Oh, that's good.
次の戦場に案内してください
Alright, how else was the new year for you? Yeah, like event should probably come with 10, so probably like not that much.
さて君きちんとインフォメーションはさて新しいミッションが開いたらしい頑張ってもらおうか
Honeyland.
事件進展だなホワイダギに注意したまえ英霊も魔術師も物理法則にとらわれない存在だが動機だ
The
け
only
は
gauge
そうは
scrap.
どこまで行っても
Rare steam goes.
彼らもまた人間なんだ
Where the heck am I gonna get the other ones at? Alright. Oh. Yeah, we got a porter here. So yeah, it's gonna be definitely good. Yeah. Definitely good to bring it alter ego. Good hope, yeah. Fully maxed 120 and pinned 10 to 10, 5 stars service now. Nice. Yeah, I think at that point, yeah, you can. Although it might be a while, is like, unless of course this, because I think you have to get to like, Bond Grill. But yeah. Oh, you just got Umbra. Nice. Yeah, I don't know why they set it to that high. It's like they're definitely gonna handle things better. It's like I guess it's because the Liveworks just wanted to be a bit greedy there. It's like should have just like stopped at like MP5 really. Or at least MP5 and then max spawn them up. Like you get them to Bond 10, I guess, to show like dedication, but go the oh my god. Yeah, good point. I mean, heck, I got 3. Although 2 I got from shooting. And the third one I got from, basically, Caster of Nightless, of all people.
本気出してしまう本気で行くぜ
So yeah, my, I guess, first permanent, 5-star to give me, like, a USO from there. Like, got 2 from Armis and 2 from Jack. Ooh. MP5, oh, and MP7 Jackie. Hey, Fabricate, how's it going? Yeah, probably. You have to sit and farm and stuff. Although, if you think that's bad, buffing up this and then the Arctic Mysticode is like probably even a bit worse. Because that takes more, probably like years, but then again, that's like a billion AP to go from, like binds to go up from like from 10 to 15, so
ホワイダニットに注意したまえほほうなかなかいいものを得たようだ大事に
Alright,
したま
see
えよ
you
まだ
goes.
弟子
Okay, upgrade the party. Alright, where in the hell am I gonna... I think this is where I'm gonna get the wild beast animals things. Speaking of Jackie. Alright, where in the hell is... There it is. Yeah, that is true. I saw I got it with shooting, but... I need to get to around to like actually just finish her off, like get the last 3 levels to get shooting up to 120. The reactor record of Castaways Habitat Island. Although this year I could probably probably not feeling as burnt out, so that is project, so probably maybe can go a bit more probably.
データは十分手玉にとって差し上げます
So glad that I'm going in this with Buster Looping. I hate it when they put like 2 MDs at the start. If it's just at the start or in the middle, that's like really throws off looping. I think Buster can overcome this problem. Grind Bob because you still need to do it for Solvent, so now you're grinding to Bond 10. Yeah. Bond does help a bit, but for the bosses and after that, you're good. Ooh, a nicey crab.
いいじゃない
Yeah, that is true. You kind of can somewhat, but yeah. Yeah, fully max and then just never really touch the surface ever again. Until you put Pine Grill on them. And that's only if you want to put a Pine Grill. Actually banned. Banned from what? Shafting? Oh. Yeah, it would actually be a good thing to do. Yeah, hopefully in a future update they'll do that. mean, heck, they updated so that way service area in the front row actually get more bond in the back, so that could be a good thing, but I think they're kind of running out of ideas of what to do to improve the game without getting into like patent issues, so still kind of sucks that how we can't go from 1 to just simply 10 with all the materials and stuff in QP if we had it in there. Because apparently some companies basically put its patent that idea for the moment.
頑張ってもらおうか。事件進展
Oh,
だな。さあ、
Black Mask is Santa Claus.
現場に行ってみよう。
Okay, 2 servants. Special class. Do I have the blue? Yeah, 99. Yeah, they really need to fix this bosses. Like, make it so that way. Maybe have the bosses give this service like extra boost or something like that. But yeah, back to quick. So, or always buffer up so that way we somewhat switch between. Set the docking. Yeah, I think, yeah, Hercules definitely was pretty good. Although, kind of stupid how basically it's like only 100 attack, 100 HP for like if we get for the boost.
下がっているように。邪魔です。撃て。マルミアドワード。短撃してください。夏は燃えるもの。
Ah, shit. Like double caster sky, fun. Say 10. Oh boy, we got to. Yeah, I do that live. We got this bonus. Like caster sky, but let's see, give you like 20% quick up and 20 MP damage up to so far. Okay, that's not the answer. Alright. It's better for people to MP copies to Luke Farm.
夏の魔王降臨
There we go. MP1 AOE servers are essentially useless. AP creep. Oh, sometimes yes or no. Hashtag to see. No, not at the moment though. I'm sure they definitely are planning to bring it in. The problem is like she can only go up to bond 9 once we get through Wasp 7. She just needs that an extra bond and we're good. Although they need to actually give us 2 more increases to our MP level. Because yeah, she's like only MP3. And then probably like some more ways to probably get like server coins for her. Talk about making you get mods to use actually valuable. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I think this is just... Must be. God. Just want to think you're... Thank you. I've been like sneezing a lot. I think it's because of the fact my body's trying to re-regulate itself from like COVID. So I was trying to figure out how much because it needs to reduce and everything. Yeah. Thank you. That should do it. Yeah, no, I doubt that. LB, well, Singularity 7 worked like that. Okay, the mage's interference. Yes. And then after that, we get to 10. I see, that fits with my own theory as well. I've analyzed the paper a bit, and would indeed seem to have effects on Elroy, the second as described. Oh. Actually, he's caster at first, although I think would recommend if you go up with Solomon, find something that can basically have like a C on like a main at deep, like a single target servant that DPS servant that has like basically sure hit, because yeah, it can be like annoying. Try figuring out this are we anywhere for praise. At this any rate, it does seem like Louis to mastermind, but it will take more time. The beast is actually what's inside Solomon, like after you do the Solomon fight. In the meantime, I invite you to wait here in my castle. Which, yeah, for I guess because you were like the beast class is a class advantage is like all over the place. But yeah, for this one, you're gonna be finding, yeah, it's best to take like have a like a Avenger and stuff, and you're gonna have to probably watch some YouTube videos on like the fights. That way you know what to prepare for. Like get an Avenger, bump them up, and then after that, put them in the back line, and then just like wait like a couple of turns until like their special attack thing like comes off. Very well. Then if you must, also still there is one thing I'd like to discuss before we go any further. Why do this mastermind need to implant Draco Sahak with false memories? Perhaps the paper almost suggested could provide a clue. The memories you saw at the time focus on a one person or any particular Draco Sahak. Da Vinci. Check your service for Sir Hits. Yeah. Although CE can probably work as well. I think there's something like the Bash Shop you could probably get. But remember there's one that's like 50% charge. What about you, Elmer Boy? I don't suppose you have a theory or two that could share with us. Although I can't remember if those actually are rare prisms or just mana prisms. This is something wrong because yeah, they were like old events. Sorry, it was so well odd me to hear those words coming from that face. But yeah, at any rate, I do have one hypothesis. And are you going to tell us you're not in the habit of discussing your hypothesis like the detective might? I have no such compulsions. No, I'm no detective. I am a mage. Still, I can say now that I don't sense any hostility from the opponent so much as I do pity. Well, then, even though you are a mage, you do act like a detective at times. You meant that to feel sorry for us? That's just the impression I get, but yes, of course, I owe the intent is hardly a requisite for causing harm. Anything you can so much as easily justify hurting others if you believe you're doing it so for the right reasons. At any rate, I doubt it will be a while before our enemy makes her move. So this time, it's time to rest and recuperate. In that case, sir, let me comb your hair. Huh? I mean, it just looks so messy as it is. Being a servant is no excuse for being sloppy. It's nice to have things back to normal. You should have her polish your shoes while she's at it, brother. I guess he manages to take care of himself and Shania then. Yeah, when my brother starts to leaning on someone, he ends up relying on them for almost everything. And the contrary, you'd never get anything done if it wasn't for Gray. Cut it out, Race. Great. Let go of my arm. Wait, hang on. I just realized something else. Huh? The whole reason that we were summoned here was because my brother failed. Well, you know. What do you mean? It's simple. He would never have had to die unless he was an extremely tight spy. Even if he did have a spiritual origin spirit, separating the two is an incredibly difficult feat. He could, well, truly died if things have gone wrong. The fact that he went through it with it. Anyway, just to show how dire the circumstances were. So dire that his choices were between a likely death and a certain death. Well, brother, you're not wrong, but unlike the other servants who were summoned to resolve this, have a clear and obvious connection. Me, Great Livania, often have a deep ties to my prayer. But while Great could reasonably qualify as a servant, same can't be said for Livia or me. So it must have been Sugai Ling's no phantasm and Brass here. Dispatch true, Sugai Ling's EXO rank no phantasm. It follows the heroic solutions to provide its targets with the abilities they need to succeed. In this case, it must have guided you and the various spirit origins that could have been summoned to a singularity. Although, it would have worked out this well if humanity were currently in such a dire straits to begin with, or without the singularity's particular circumstances. So that's was all Sugai Ling's doing, huh? That explains how Subai and I end up together. It's not because we have any connection to our own, it's because our current situation puts us in a state that it's just my brother's own situation. Must have made it much easier for the bots needed for Magecraft to work. It's all makes perfect sense if you understand that bit. That must be why you went through why you thought you were overrode a second when you first got here. Right, he must have been focused on this position as a result of his own fantasy pulling me in here. Definitely all that's up neatly. The fact that it all made use of existing connections made it easy for a mystic. All that said, you got a lot of nerve dragging us over here, just going up your best, brother. I'm sorry, I never expected you would be the one summoned here. That's so like you, brother. You usually hate relying on anyone else for anything, but you have no trouble asking for help once things get south. Of course, I'll take that over being a heartless fool who could refuse to do the same under similar circumstances. Yes, I would very much agree with that. Alright, putting all those pieces together, tired my brain out. So I'm going to take a breather while we wait for Pamish to finish his analysis. Huh? You came out here too, huh? Well, here. Why don't we have a nice seat next to me then? Lovely view. I'm grateful to you, you know. Truth be told, if you haven't been here, see my bird dead would have wrecked me. If I had to keep it together enough to do something to help my people, I probably would still be standing there staring over his body. At least until one of the Tata picked me off or something. Oh, my. Well, oh shit. It's so hard not to be honest around you. Maybe it's because I never had people before. Anyway, I'm pretty happy right now. Grace here, my bird's still alive, and amazingly, I still get a chance to talk to both of them again. I just don't tell my prayer. I always say this because you're my very first pupil. Once this is all over, you, me, Gray, and my prayer should all have tea together. I think it'll be worth breaking out my special slash for. Sounds great. Make sure to keep your schedule open, even if you are a Mankind's last master. There's always time for tea. Anyway, I'm going to hang out here for a little longer. You should go back to before you catch a cold. Oh, Dracosoc, take it. You were just spending time some rains. I know my adopted sister can be fairly ill-tempered, so I'm glad to see you get along so well with her. Jesus, I see. I suppose you would have to feel that way to get along with her. I knew you were a good master. Well, we're here. There's something else I need to tell you. There's no need for you to resolve this singularity. Sir? I'm glad you're here, Gray. You should hear this too. I'm sure you already know, Master. Whatever happens in the singularity is actually ends up never happened at all. There's still, of course, some singularities that can threaten humanity if it take a turn worse, but that's not the case with this one. It's bound to go away on its own time. There's no way a singularity has to consume memories. And ultimately self-destructive process, since the same stuff can last very long after all. Once you reestablish contact with Shania and are able to return home, there won't be any reason for you to stay and continue fighting here. Just put that down like a video game you wrote time off. You need not to be any danger. Who are you? Of course, I always try to compete with wherever I start. Follow up by sending detailed feedback to the developer. By the way, add to what you call my name. My mentor's name alone is so rich for my blood. Anyway, I guess I don't need to tell you that after all. You're sure determined to see this through. Some people might call you reckless or even foolish. I think it's actually one of your strongest strengths as your servant, I swear. Do all I can to assist. I do too. Pupil, brother! Raids? What is it, Raids? You're here too, Crick. Good. Come on, there's something I need y'all to see. What is that? How can I ever mistake that for the clock tower? Wait, of course something must be interfering with our perception. The clock tower is still around. There's no way we ignore it. A huge case like this. That's not the clock tower at all. That's... Let me guess, the demon god door. Oh, wrong Juliet. Robert Juliet. Alright, there we go. Section 10, the false lance. Okay, I think that's what we have to do, and then I think that's the time gate. Section 10, false lance. A fake Robert Juliet is somehow identical to a real one in everything but scale. I've also confirmed the massive number of automaton ghosts being discharged from its interior. That's where they're coming from. Well, whoever is behind this must have given up on trying to handle this quietly now that Elroy II has revealed their true intentions regarding those slips of paper. Well, it wouldn't be the first time you pissed someone off by casually exposing their secrets, would it? I may remind you, I only did so because I was in an emergency. I would just as well have remained hidden long if I could have. At any rate, approximately 80% of them appear to be making their way towards this particular patchwork. I imagine they'll want to capture Dracosoc. My, whatever is behind this must really care for you. I'm counting my blessings. Whatever you may say, you may think, won't change how they feel. I think they're going to enjoy passing judgment on this quite a bit. Oh, upside, we now know the Ebony Silent is, as I have a doubt that it could be anywhere besides inside that lance. Thanks to our perceptions being altered, it never occurred to us that that building could be anything but a clock tower. But now that it's setting up soldiers, the wall that they were pulling over our eyes is no longer does that trick. At least we could take to heart in the fact that restoring to these double-edged measurements is a sign that we've got our opponent on the ropes. So how do you plan to respond to this, Steam King? Suppose that the easiest way to make sure your kingdom remains peaceful would be to send out Dracosoc. No need to try and manipulate me to condition. If I meant to take it easy the way out, I would never have fought to collect papers in the first place. You have to forgive my prayer. He's incapable of considering any but the worst case scenarios. So I see. At any rate, I have finished analyzing the paper thanks to Trimiru. Not at all. My master ordered me to help. I found a name that appears to have close ties to our mastermind in the files reviewed. It seems they are part of an organization called Shadia. I knew it. We're up against someone from Shadia. They could never have impersonated Mash otherwise. At the same time, the fact that he did so means that he must have betrayed Shadia of some form. Indeed, the next name I managed to extract is Atomic Observation Exists says verification system. Misaligned the goddess of memory. So that's the reason why that name was written on those papers. The concepts of the science behind Shia systems are entirely different from my own, so I have yet to fully understand their inner workings. I might be able to make more progress if I had more time, but for now, this is the best I can do. Regardless, the solution here could have been simpler. With all the service we got here, we should go pay this mastermind a visit and give him a good sock in the jaw. Am I wrong, Lady Justice? I suppose not. All right. I'll help you. I expect this is why I was summoned here in the first place. But I should warn you, I doubt, however, that even my power will be able. That's it. As long as we can make our way aside, I do think it'll be useful. So how do we get in? That's indeed a question. A serious power one. We won't be able to cut a swath through the sheer number of foes to guard the front entrance. Oh? I think I might be able to make my way for us. But the thing is... Yes, what is it? I don't have enough magical energy, and Anna and I won't be able to make it through to the inside. I see. Well, that's easy enough to fix. There's countless sources of magical energy scattered throughout the patchwork land. If we wait to be collected. Here's a simple question for you, Master. Do you have any idea what I'm talking about? The paper scraps. Correct. Unlike the Musubi papers, these scraps don't seem as though they'll try to fabricate any false memories. So we can't be completely sure about that. So we need a mystic code to account for that possibility. Can we ask you to help with that, Steam King? I should be able to make something like that right away. I've already been using those scraps as those source energy after all. That said, no one knows the sort of trouble one might run into, so I will help you collect them as much as I can. To this cell, before the Autumn Ghost Army had a chance to attack us, we're going to collect as many scraps as we can, as fast as we can. The Dark Sweet quest after. So yeah, we're out there.
頑張ってもらおうか。ほほう、なかなかいいものを得たようだ。大事にしたまえよ、我が弟子。
We storm sea spacecraft and wall locked the deep spacecraft. Alright, so yeah, we have all these that we need to do. Multiple service, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll probably do these probably later. Says yeah, like we're about 2 hours in, so yeah, we'll probably do it probably tomorrow before we switch over. Alright, guys. Oh. Actually, we might as well actually drain real quick because we got
パッチワークの都市を駆け巡り、危機快快な謎を解くか。いかにも兄上の好きなコンピューターゲームじみて。
Okay, where does Steam Ghost at? Alright, where is she? There she is. Yeah, that should be enough.
お客様、獲物はあちらでございます。NHS サービスです。あちらでしょう。本気で行くぞ。本気出してしまう。寝てない。寝て起きろ。そういうことか。無料、無限、無変。三個を束ねて無給となす。絶見無給三段。好き放題扱ってあげましょう。イノベーション始めます？そういうことか。無料、無限、無変。三個を束ねて無給となす。
Don't know how much with this whole walk or anything, but alright, we always get Ghost to do those crap things, but yeah.
行こう。そういうことか。なんだったかな。忘れた。食らえ。なんかすごいね。無給の狭間に落ちるがいい。
ふむふむ。進み具合はこれは素晴らしい。おお、来たか、我が弟子。じゃあ、張り切っていくとしよう。
Okay, Berserker. Okay, Lawful Servants, Berserker. Alright. Trying to figure out which one to do for as both of those. No, yeah, probably doing do this anyway. Alright. You get that done, and then that should be it.
お参りしていきます。はち切れそうでしょ。あの日はさすがにし豪快よ。力がくっついたわね。いい狙いは決まった。ゲートオープン。よしよし、今回もよろしくね。大いなる天から大いなる地に向けてまたの名をジュベルハブリブレイカー。セット。日向に早く華麗に大胆に好き放題扱ってあげましょう。狙いは決まった。あくまで華麗に飛ぶわよ。まだゲートオー
Yeah.
プン。
Actually amazed that I don't have to actually so snow out today. Guess it doesn't look like it's snowing much, thankfully, but I think that's the probably good thing about Lafayette Lark compared to Port. Like, yeah, there's like not much snow at times, so it's like don't have to shovel. Mostly because we're not like close to like Lake Michigan, so that's gonna be a good thing.
軽度が出る。
いいわ。今度は私にやってあげる。飛ぶわよ。まだゲートオープン。光栄に思いなさい。これが私の全力先生。打ち切れてアルガルデスカルス。生きている者がいれば私の社に愛玩の檻にてたっぷり分からせますので。
Alright, did I get there? Alright.
ふむふむ。進み具合はどうか
Okay,
ね。
Wild Beasts.
言っておくが、また
Alright, that didn't really do much. Oh. Yeah, these are definitely more Wild Beasts over here. Alright. I should have just done this.
お客様、獲物を、はい、エメージェンスサービスです。はち切れそうでしょ。
魔人パワー全開。起きろ。
この私が。
Alright.
なんだったかな。忘れた。食らえ。なんかすごいビーム。
日向に火薬の匂い。完全保護。よろしくて。
起きろ。行こう。
Okay, cat's here. That's actually probably a good thing.
無限の光を持って天命を立つ絶剣無限三段。 こう。なんだったかな。忘れた。くらえ。なんかすごいビ
All right. Okay. Okay, gonna use the restroom, then we're gonna do yeah, then we're gonna go do Witch of Holy Night beer. Let's go with Oreshigil! Yeah, sorry, you're back, guys. All praise Eresh. Of course, watch someone equip that and then send it to the commander. During the Kyo Fireworks Festival. So what the hell is this crap? But that is turned to Tiara?
Oh, yes.
Tiara's secretly my waifu? Oh
Yes.
my god!
Wait.
That's a good
Holy
picture.
Oh
shit,
my-
that's great.
That's good.
Lord.
Ooh. I see a lot of boxes. Let's see if I like it. Okay. See you in a bit, Hydra. Okay. Okay, I'll take a go fruit. On 7. Ah, chains. Oh, that sucks.
Dude, are you really gonna keep going?
Yes.
You bitch!
You make fun of my D&D, so I'm gonna fucking bitch slap you. Like I said.
You know what? No, just to give you the lack of the satisfaction.
Yeah.
I'm just. Oh no. Okay, you're gonna battle. You're gonna
Yeah,
battle.
yeah.
You're gonna not be a bitch.
Yep.
You're gonna not be a bitch.
Okay, back guys. Alright. Gonna boot this up. Switch games. It's on the Holy Night. Alright. There we go. We're gonna continue where we left off on that. Okay, which night, and yeah, we're at night, so yeah. Well, the probably should have been capitalized there. Chapter 3, Nights. Let me tell you how the events of yesterday transpired. The moon was nice and you must never look back. Was it a lesson, or was it a warning? It was very long ago, at the same time I could not imagine that what my very being, would become. One night, it became, without warning, and it was filled with anxiety so heightened that it made me want to burst into tears, so I filled my grandfather's workshop. Unlike the grandfather I knew, he smiled kindly and placed his hand on my head. Yes, the Red Death follows you every step. Rather than consoling me, he sent me home with my only those hunting words. That night, I'm certain that he says a shadow working behind me. Something or someone was watching me afar. Then by little, year by year, it drew closer. Eventually, the presence that once felt like a spot on the horizon grew, so close that I could feel like his breath down my base of my neck. Of course, it was all in my mind. When I turned around, nobody was there. But that night marked the beginning. In hindsight, I later understood that the indescribable anxiety I feel was dreaded a certain death. Oh, this is actually kind of chilling. Hey, diddle, the cat and the fiddle, the cow jumped over the moon, the little dog laughed. How much time I've passed since that night, lingered deep in the recess of my mind where childhood memories are kept. Faded as a storybook, and it's a memory. On dark nights, I can still hear the faint echo of my grandfather's words. But no matter how strong my mind may howl, or try to sing the song of the girl next to me, I can never bury his ominous words completely. It's here. The girl beside me said. Alice's affectionate voice spoke volumes for her role as the babysitter. That night, there was only me and her. It was the night I would mark the birth of who I am today. For what I should have been quite memorable at the night, sure it was a promising start. This cause blocked the strict starlight above like a black umbrella. Strong wind tore through the sky, carrying the heavy clouds with it. Hands of the clock in the middle of the pointed skyward, as though it was reaching for the moon. Unfortunately for them, tonight was no moon at that point. The winter air grew freezer as the night wore on, and nearly felt as though it would freeze me from the inside. And the air chilled me to about threatening to pass at my side directly to my right, to prevent my mind from being paralyzed, to prevent my fingertips from becoming stone. I sparked a fire using my internal rhythm and motion. I'm transferring the tactile feedback to you. Good luck. Stand over there. And the engraved will a wisp will a night. I responded to Alice with a nod, and then just for a moment I saw the ground. My legs quivered so faintly. I told myself they were shaking from the cold, but that wasn't so sure. In reality, they must have not been numbed by the cold, but by fear. I breathed a sigh of relief. My humanity was still intact, my emotions are still present. Before I could sink into a pool of my own sensibility, the sensations from the battlefield flowed from Alice into me. A transparent and wall covered the entire park. Unrecognizable carpet rolled deep underneath the earth. Alice Kanoji is a chance of a monster whose fairy tales permeated the night. The sensations became one with my body. I felt goosebumps quivering my right arm. Someone had trespassed. The goosebumps crept my arm like ants. It slowly but surely made inroads through my heart. Holding back the desire to travel, I waited for them to reach a certain position. In moonless night, the park's quiet streetlights were not enough to fill the darkness. Ants became to a stop. Far from my right arm, they had reached the very heart. Even without the aid of sense of sight, I could see The intruder located in the darkness. To starboard, the person about 3 steps back, all fours. It was beckoning on the right hand.
そこ
There! The enemy's movements and my perception of it were in lockstep. I spun around. And the enemy's arm stretched out like a spear. And lit the lethal weapon aimed at my back of my head. I brushed my hair, breakneck speed, but the enemy sent a view grid by Alice's word. I managed to avoid it by the skin of my teeth. My hair fought through the air for the violence of the attack. An attack grazed my cheek, and a smart fellow sorrow started pain. Felt like the kiss of death. I switched to the flow of my body's blood into a different cycle. The blood right through my face, a few feet per second, transmitted into an imaginary element. My body became a single circuit, and my heart transformed into a completely different engine. A novel motion of measurable heat, mystical yet trapped by the untouched by humankind, and made me who I am. The fire of life behind all the miracles of fibers. This is what mages call magical energy. Set. I turned around to see Hammy set sights on and held up one hand. My arm was the agent of my will. My lack of experience meant that a magecraft would be possible with the use of focalization gestures. The magical formula engraved over the part. All I had to do was ignite them. I need to direct a flow of magical energy with my body with each formula. Typically, mage axes, gun wired or wireless. The mage simply pours magical energy into the formula. Releasing this energy from the projectile, steam, or any number of methods we usually slice, but in my case, I was feeling my limbs whipping out. Burn! I fought with speed. The enemy's arm, extended 10 feet forward, became engulfed in flames. It was night time at the park, and a reminiscence of a campfire, but one in which the center of the flames contained a humanoid figure, wriggling like a shadow puppet. As I think it is, probably your sisters. The flames subsided just as naturally as I ignited. No cracking nor burning smell.
結界返すわ死体を確認するから
You can have the paladin field back. I'll check on the remains. After telling this Alice, I headed towards the motionless figure and killed it. I killed it. Regardless of whom it was, I just took someone's life. My throat parched. I swallowed the truth without the sense of reality. I would have been helpless. So I had hard and bitter, impossible to swallow, but I tried anyway. I was unnervingly calm. My heart pounded, and my breath felt heavy. But my mind was never less calm. By the time I realized that the charred remains were already in front of me, bracing for a counterattack, I carefully examined the corpse. Everything seemed fine. His body slumped to the ground was nothing but ash. But just something wasn't right. To begin with, the remains didn't smell organic. Not willing to believe my hunch, I took a look at the corpse's face. All that greeted me was the features massive and mannequin. Damn, they got us again! Screaming, I kicked the mannequin. The corpse crumbled to dash and disappeared within the wind. This was no corpse. This was a puppet. And for all the efforts to wear out the master out, I had once again been tricked by a familiar. My debut, my first test out in the open, would be postponed for another day.
いつになったら一人前にって
Will I ever pass this test? But what? The moment someone noticed something familiar in the corner of my eye. Something seemed strange about that side on the end of the park. It appeared as though the shadow were larger than it normally should be. Was I so drunk on the high up bow? It took me a second to realize what it was. Who's there? Calling up was the mistake. Sorry, my voiceless figure wearing a familiar high school uniform took a step back and then broke in a sprint, like someone running for their life. Or should I say, he was doing exactly that. After him, we've been spied. And Russ, I shot at my partner, but she didn't even notice that the third party's presence in the first place. No, it wasn't. It's as if I could move by myself. Embarrassingly, the fight had taken more out of me than I would have liked.
ダメ逃げられる
No, he'll get away. We needed to catch him and eliminate him. There was no time for this niceties. For us, being seen here were a matter of life and death.
待ってこの
Wait, get back here, you. Shaking off the numbers of my legs, I made it for the park's exit. I had to admire his escape. The witness party, the entire night's proceeds had just disappeared into the darkness of the residential district of outside my streets. Why?
もう結界にあいつの感触なんてなかったのに
Why the hell did I insist them in the field? Complaining myself wouldn't bring back the figure in the uniform. Bare at my own incompetence, I gave up the chase. Although temporary, the park had become Alice's woods. For anyone within a few feet of the park, there are park goers, identifiable features and voices will become murky. Like the stuff of fairy tales. Tonight's proceedings may have had a witness, but our identities were still hidden. Deadness was still a chance.
あの背中男だった
It looks like a male from behind. Return to the park. That uniform was, without doubt, from my high school. It was cool enough that the high school mate of mine had plenty of neat methods to flush him out.
にしてもどうしてこう問題ばっかり増えていくんだろう
It's one thing after another. Amidst my grumbling, I set my priorities straight. Before something strange rumors spread, I need to seal all the witnesses' mouths shut. That's highest priority, quickly, without mercy. Looking up, I saw Alice's previously distant figure. Although she was much more troubled with her existence as the mug is also exposed, she held no but one thing to
こ
say.
れは困ったことになったわね
It's space for trouble. Her statue-like figure straight staring into the darkness, saying more expressiveness than calm. I was pissed off. Her indescribable voice resembled the motionless night so much that it made me angry. This is a night? Wow. That was actually a pretty short chapter. Alright. I'm gonna be right back and get my coat on real quick. Alright, next. Chapter 4, Booze in Their Name. There really isn't any other way of saying this. I'm a magician. Kind of like those witches of fairy tales that live alone in the woods. Perform miracles and wave of the finger. While the popular depiction of a difference from reality is closer to the truth than you know. Although it's just so we're clear, no. I don't fly through the sky on the broom. I cannot transform into animals or speak to small birds. Mermaid munguses are nothing so fantastical. Yeah, they're more like assholes you do and want to piss off. Our existence sounds unbelievable, but we are quite grounded. Although it may seem like we can do anything, we're not actually the majority. We're actually majority constrained. Well, I still have a lot to worry about. This is my real job. Sounds like a lot more romantic than being a high school student, right? Actually, the secret, I don't share with anyone. Among us must do anything in power to conceal their work. This is the first important of the Association of Sin laws. Not that I'm tempered to let the cat out of the bag, at least. My secret identity as an Irish is attack, and absolutely no good would come to me of revealing my true nature. If anything, it only lead to me more headaches. That's why I do anything in power to keep it a secret. Of course, I'll accomplish anything as a musician now. Then maybe I'll see it differently. I fantasize about revealing my secret life work to a single special person when I finally make something of myself. Yeah, I'll be pretty stellar just to confess one day. By the way, I'm a musician. That idea alone is enough to keep me from spoiling the big reveal, regardless of the association's rules. My grandfather patted me on the head when I shared those thoughts with him. I did not know that it was precise or what, but I remembered that this touch was gentle. I first learned that it would be to see my grandfather one day, and on the day I graduated middle school. When I returned home, there he was. Your elder sister left on a journey. From this day forth, you are the heir to the Awazaki. He said in such a matter-of-fact way. I knew that the Awazaki family passed on this ultra-traditional manuscript, but to be honest, I never imagined I'd be the one to wield it. Manuscript is supposed to be passed down to a single child. My sister's role to take them out, I had no interest in dedicating myself to so many rules and routines. I planned to live a normal life. I had hopes of dreams of the future. I felt bad for my sister, but I was determined to live my life my way. Well, I managed to do just that for the time being. I was blindsided by a vicious counterpunch. Since then, I've been thrust into head-on to a world I only get to serve from afar. It was a hell way of starting high school, but I suppose it wasn't all that bad because all things considered. A lot happened since then, so I was still days of newfound life. The year of school motored right by. The second year before I knew it. Thankfully, nothing drastic happened. 6 months my roommates and I tried to kill each other notwithstanding. It happens I've got a natural talent at this magic stuff, so yeah, I have yet to have any hang-ups there either. I'm only human, so I have my share of headaches for sure, but never once did I worry about my future. I thought life would be smooth sailing on the way. If only everything had gone to plan last night.
どう
Well, Alisa Kunoji asked Ako Awasaki the second she entered the house. Her dark eyes succeeded where her voice failed to communicate the gravity of the situation. Ako took off her flying coat and hanging it on a hanger, sat down on a sofa. Alice sat across with her, with a table separating them.
そっちは
Any progress with those things?
よくないわね。
Not at all.
偵察に行けるのは7個くらい。ここのところ使ってばかりで作り置きをする余裕もなかったし。
I only got 7 of them left that are any good reconnaissance. I've been using them up so fast I haven't had time to make more. Alice's gaze drifted from Alco to the box on the table.
あの夜、街を監視していた奴はいないの？
Well, none of
街
them
の
were
偵察は完璧なんでしょ？そいつら。
were none of them keeping watch that night. They never let you down when it comes to this sort of thing, have they?
それは昼間の話よ。夜間飛行は危険が多いわ。
During the day, no, but it's quite the risk to find them at night. Meaning that they were of the last use to when needed of the most. Alco sighed.
そういうあなたは朝は随分と強気だったけど。
Well, how are you feeling? Faring, you seem pretty confident this morning.
ああ、こっちは予定通りよ。
Yeah, I guess everything's good on my end.
明日までには絞り込めると思う。今朝、飛び丸にうちの生徒の自宅と行動時間を調べさせたから。
I'm pretty sure I know by tomorrow. I told Tubaru to look into all the students' addresses and schedules.
あの時間に公園をうろつくやつはめったにいないし、簡単に割り出せる。
People wanted to park at night, so it should be easy enough to figure out who she is.
そう簡単に行くの？
Can you be so sure?
行くわよ。伊達に生徒会に勤めてないわ。その程度のデータは揃えてある。
Because I didn't just join the student council to keep appearances. I've been using my session to keep tabs on everyone.
月1のバイト先はおろか、親しい友人宅との移動時間、その優先順位まで調べ上げてるんだから。
I have info on everything from part-time jobs to friends' addresses to what they've been up to during their spare time.
人には見せたくなかったリストだけど、そんな余裕ないでしょ。だから、そういうのが向いてる副会長にやらせたの。
It's a list I was hoping to keep secret, but I can't afford to do that now, can we? That's why I keep the vice president around. It's the kind of thing he does best. It's that way the creation of the secret file started the moment Anako became student council president. The mere rumor of its existence was enough to strike fear into the entire student body.
そう。徹底しているわね。相変わらず。
It's not thought, always. I see. Alice was the only mildly surprised. It had been almost 2 years since they first started living together. She knew, well as anyone, that when Akko put her mind to something, she saw it to the end.
ま、私もあれがこんな風に役立つとは思ってもみなかったけど。ほんと、備えあれば憂いなしとはこのことね。
Well, I never imagined that I have to use it like this, but it's better than safe to sorry. But what happened last night was far beyond mere exception to the rule. This predicament should not have been even possible.
それより、原因は分かったの？結界の結びに不手際があったなんてのは聞かないわよ。
More importantly, have you figured out what went wrong? And don't tell me it had anything to do with your link to the battlefield. Akko glared at her. And the ward was Alice's responsibility. If it was to blame for last night's trouble, Alice had to own up for her fair share. Alice and Akko may have been roommates and partners, but it was a relationship of convenience. Well, lineage had brought them together. They were more like enemies than allies. Ultimately, they were just not a match. Where there was a blunder, it was punished. Where there was helping, it would be attacked. There was even an opportunity, the two of them would kill each other in the event of such a moment. Alice locked eyes with Akko. Akko's fierce gaze can make a grown man coward appear, but Alice did not bat an eye much.
仮の話だけど、あの結界に落ち度があったのなら、今まで何度もこういう状況になっていたでしょうね。
Assuming the battlefield was the problem, wouldn't this have happened countless times before? I suppose you're right, Akko agreed, as the question affirmed her trust in Alice.
結界のあり方は完璧だったのね。
So you're saying there was nothing wrong with it?
絶対とまでは断言はできないけど。
I honestly can't say for sure. Alice answered flatly as ever. A battlefield is like a sanctuary where you're sealed away from the real world. Steps taken by a certain area is cut off from the outside world. There's some various kinds of battlefields. There's physical ones that close off the area behind the wall. And less tangible ones that use mirrors, mist or retreats concealed which occurs within. However, when closing off the area to the outside world, you cannot avoid communicating to the abnormalities' existence. In other words, the area may have been closed off to the outside world, but it's impossible to hide the fact that it is closed off. In time, someone will take interest in the sealed off area, even if they cannot see what's going on. Some might say she was pulling the cart before the horse. The idea of a field would have one that was both undetectable and impervious to interference from the outside. That was exactly the kind Alice had generated in the park last night before, so they had to be inside then. Even if some...
用があっても、今はないように思わせれば、誰もそこには立ち入らない。
Even if someone has a reason to be in the place, they shouldn't enter if you have made them forget their reason for being there.
隠したい場所の周りに一時的な意識の改ざんを促す結界を張る。手間はかかるんだけど、1時間程度の人よけには信頼性は高い結界よね。
It takes an immense amount of time and energy to create a field that produces temporary illusion around the location which you conceal. But they prove to be extremely effective for at least an hour or so, right?
アリスの鏡を使った一級品だし、途中で破れることもない。事実、入ってきたのはあの人形だけだとはっきり感じられた。
Yeah, top of it all,
完璧じゃなかったら何が完璧なのよ。
The top was top class, made from your mirrors, and not like the shared while they were using it. Only the art princess felt like it was that of the puppet. If it wasn't a perfectly constructed puppet, then what it was?
私もわからない。森作りに落ち度はなかったわ。
I have no idea. The trees were prepared perfectly.
森は数日かけて栽培したものだし、今まで通り信頼できる結界よ。
It cultivated the
例外があったのなら、どこかで見落としがあったのね。
cultivated the trees and the plants over several days, and it's always proved to be a reliable field. But maybe, just maybe, it was something I didn't think out for. Although Alice's words concealed the possibility, her eyes expressed her confidence that she had overlooked something.
参った。こうなると、一番いいのは、あいつが人形使いだってパターンね。それならかろうじて納得できる。相手が魔術師なら、結界の侵入ぐらいできるでしょうし。
Well, crap. In that case, I better hope that the witness was a puppeteer, which would make sense. A mage would probably be able to penetrate it. Something else supposed to do.
侵入した時の違和感をどうやって消したかってことだけど。
How did they avoid detection? Thought of being targeted by this individual was pretty terrifying. They were able to penetrate Alice's field. That could only mean that their skill in Mixcraft was superior to Alice's, or that has something to do just as well. Where's the zoom in it? Alice in her current state would be completely helpless against such a foe.
その線はないわ。
I already determined that it was not a mage.
彼は部外者よ。ムクドリはともかく、ロビンが後をたどれなかったもの。
It was most certainly an outsider. The startling sort of one thing, but
誰かの魔術で操られている犠牲者。
not even Robin was able to follow him. There were no traces of magical energy, so that rules out a magical pond. Echo was quickly running out straws to Gap's side, and that means she was out of questions asked. All she could do was call back, get bad luck, and leave it at that.
魔術師の秘密を見られて、おまけに目撃者を逃がした。
First you found out you're a mage, and then you let the witness get
普
away.
通の高校生の悩みじゃないな。
Why can't I just have normal high schooler problems? Sounds suffered groaned as she leaned back. Her gaze went up to the fountain above. With a sigh. It was in much of view, but she was becoming increasingly depressed.
青子、覚悟を決めておいて。
Alco, make up your mind. Her roommate's voice seemed indifferent, but Alco just kept staring up at the ceiling when sailing.
それとも、あなたにできないのなら、私が言ってあげてもいいけど。
If you're not up to the task, then take care of myself. That cold Mary girl's statements carried a nice implication. Alco took the words slowly with as much sincerity as she could muster. It was like trying to swallow a molten lead. She's right. At least I've made up my mind. Although it's not as solid as the proper yet, this clearly is different from the last time. While the aim was indeed the same, the circumstances surrounding the target were clearly different. May not have been determined before, but that was a mage. Enemies emerged, she would kill him. If she challenged him, she would step into the fight. It was a fight between two mages. Their opponent was wrong. Even if this could end up in the death of one of them, it was outcome she could propose to accept. Killed or be killed. Morality had no weight on the scale. But this time it was different. Her opponent was never an enemy or mage. Even if she was prepared to kill him, this person was likely not ready to die. That's why morality did not factor into it now. Was she truly up to the task in murdering an innocent person? Could she swallow the fact that this was a common occurrence over that regard? She snorted sarcastically. Being a mage, she did not mean that Anka was some kind of monk who could cut ties with the real world on a whim. there was one thing that Akko hated. It was doing things without conviction or understanding exactly why she was doing them. When she acted, she preferred to act decisively.
やるしかないだろうね。
I guess I don't have any other choice. And she said that she got for herself having had her fill of the ceiling for one day. Akko returned to the Akko of always, and Alice was done probing her.
じゃあこれ。
Like this. As if to reward her, Alice produced a small vial. It fits nearly in the palm of her hand. The bottle looked completely out of place in her slender fingers. But the glass was cloudy and appeared empty. Some shreds of paper remained from where it was once the label.
何よそれ。
What? What's that? Elko was sitting here that's about the brunette. Stared about suspiciously.
収納の小瓶。ちょうど一つ余ってたから。
It's the search file. I have one to spare, so I'm giving it to you.
はい。
A what?
名前は忘れたけど、中国の小説に出てきたのと同じよ。
God, it's called, but it's a thing out of Chinese style. Elko was miraculously able to phase out what Alice meant.
それってレンゲ堂の兄弟の話？
Are you saying that
じ
the
ゃああの赤いひょうたんと同じなわけ？言いたくないけど、そこら辺の風邪薬のラベルを無理やり剥がして小瓶に見せかけてるそれが？
Are you saying that this is a red drinking gourd from the story about the two brothers who guarded the Lotus Cave? Don't take this the wrong way, but it looks like your everyday medicine bottle with just a level off. I also looked at the bottle and acknowledged how ordinary it looked. She also said that she would not be using it as she would set it on the table.
赤いひょうたんじゃなくて、陽子玉の上瓶の方。
Except this has a jade flask, not as a red drinking gourd.
そういう問題じゃない。私は魔術師としての雰囲気を論じてるんだ。
That's not the problem. The problem is retaining my dignity as a mage.
些細なことを気にするのね。せいろがんの瓶じゃないだけいいと思うけど。
Don't get stuck on the details. It's just be happy it's not a bottle of laxatives. Fine. She made a good point.
蓋を開けて相手の名前を尋ねればいいから。
She just opened the bottle and asked for the person's name.
相手に抵抗する意志が残っている場合、小瓶は割れるから気をつけて。
Be careful, because if the target's resistant, the bottle will shatter. Alco raised her eyebrows.
ちょっと待った。抵抗する意志があるとダメって、眠っている時にやれってこと？
Hang on, if he persists, I can only use them when he's asleep, right?
それは試したことがなかったわ。
Never tried it, to be honest.
眠っているのに。
But there's anyone who responds to do things in their sleep?
たまにいるけど。まあ、確かに珍しいわね、そういう人。
Well, I'd be surprised. But true. The people like that are rare. In this case, we would have weakened until they're about to pass out.
あ、そうそう。
I'm
薬や魔術がかかっていると、その重さでも割れるから気をつけて。
Oh, I almost forgot. Drugs or magecraft will also cause the bottle to break.
使えない。それってほとんど役立たずってことじゃない。
Then what's good is it? What would break if like that ending?
それは青子次第ね。
A tool that's only good as the person so. Yeah. Answered away as she replied. The topic no longer mattered to her.
はあ、アリスがこういう小道具好きなのは知ってたけどね。これも趣味なわけ？
I know you're just fond of using this fancy tools like this. This is a hobby of yours or something. I guess helping Alice tonight.
多分。
Perhaps.
それ
So-
でどうするの？
So are you willing to
持ってい
take
く
it
の
or
か
leave
行
it?
かないのか。
I'll ask her Ako this a bit before taking the pile and putting it in her pocket. She figures she might have some use for it. Two hours had passed and the clock struck 9. The conversation had moved from the drawing room to the sunroom, and that manifested into the kind of scene was what expected in the mansion.
まあ本当はね、飛び丸に任せる気はなかったんだけど。
To be honest, I don't really want to live with it. Tell me more like this. A hot earthen pot sat on the table. Ako spat out the complaints, but to no one in particular as she plucked out the food from her with the chopsticks. Tonight they were eating traditional Japanese meal that looked out of place in this mansion. Came to being the kid of Japanese hotspot where all alone had to do was buy boiled ingredients. It was usually because of responsibility. I sat across from Ako and silently as she spoke ahead at the pot with a familiar fork.
山城のやつが来るなり、しずきくんはまだ部活に入っていないから面倒見てあげてくれないかななんて言ってくるもんだからさ。全校生徒の行動範囲なんて見直す気力なくなっちゃったのよ。
Yasha made a point to say that Suzuki hadn't joined the club. It's not like I have time or energy to keep track of every single student. Dag said she had plucked still as silky as a baby's mom, so returned to the pot. She sell for the sakataki noodles instead.
そりゃあのバカがバイトで忙しいのは知ってるわよ。
I already know that the idiot is constantly busy with jobs.
だからできるだけ春先までのんびりしてて、あんなのでも親身になってくれそうな部の部長に当たってみたのに。
That's why I tried to my best to set him up with a club activity captain that would be accommodating.
ありがとうの一つもないってのはちょっと尺に触るわよね。
But to never the kind, no thanks.
ね、聞いてるアリス。
Are you even listening, Alice? As if her mouth was full. She simply nodded in response. Her expression stated that she had no interest in the opinion of the matter, at least appeared to be listening. Satisfied, Ako nibbled on some of the harpin fish cake.
それに私、いい人なんて言われるやつは信用できないのよ。あろうことか、飛び丸までそんなこと口走る始末だし。あれはいい人なんじゃなくて、ただぼんやりしてるだけなんだっての。
I just can't trust anybody who says he's a great guy. Surprise! Even Tubby Rivera was gushing about. The only thing that he's great at is being an airhead.
だいたいあそこまで言われて怒りもしないなんてどうかしてるわ。
I mean, is there really something wrong with this brain if he didn't get angry after what I said? Her thoughts went through what happened in the student council room earlier that day. Since she remembers how unresponsive Sojiro had been to her words. His unconcerned face alone was enough for her to swallow the rest of her harpin without chewing it.
何が分かってるんだなよ。
I thought you understand, he says. Ha. His words were a lot like those that endured into her childhood.
青子ちゃんは分かっているんだね。
You know it, don't you, Ako?
それでも自分であり続けられるということはとても強いことなんだよ。
Through it, you'll never lose sight of who you are. You're so strong. Perhaps it wasn't meant as a compliment. But all she took it as a patronizing way to pity her. Because she, the person who settled on acting like she was looking for at wounded ammo.
あんな変態の言ってたことなんて今更どうでもいいけどさ。
Whatever, who cares about what that weirdo thinks or says? That episode might have made her the most confused about she had been in her life, but yet she was shocked in young Ako. Was the look of pity on the face of the person who somehow she erred in his trust.
喧嘩
Aren't you fine? Huh? Happened. Absence comment.
ごめん、
Stop her
聞いてな
track.
かった
Sorry, what do you say?
喧
Something
嘩
about
っ
fight?
てあ
Outside.
あなたの感
I
想
say
だけじゃ
clearly
状
understand
況
what
は
you
よくつか
said.
めないけど、つまり青子はその人に喧嘩を売りたかったのね。
But it does come across you're trying to pick a fight with him. I'll spit everyone into very last happened. Her remark was unexpected but completely on point.
なんでそうなるのよ。
Why did you go there? We're
私は
dying to
あん
spend
なのと
another
一秒だって
second with
関わ
her.
りたくないだけだってば。大体
I
それ
mean,
どころじゃ
seriously.
ないし。
Gross. I have no
彼女
interest
も
in
全くないし
whatsoever.
会話もこれ以上ないってぐらい簡潔に切り上げたし。
I'd love it if I never had anything to say about him ever again.
ならどうして今そんな話をするの？
So why all the talk about him?
え、
What?
それはあんたに今日の調査過程を知らせてあげたのよ。それ以外何があるっていうの？
Well, I was just reporting today's investigation. Something wrong with that? What other reason could Alice be suggesting Anako have for bringing it up? Was see several hours later in bed, Anako realized that she had dug her own grave.
いいけど、私は別に。
Oh, really? But does it really
青子
bother you
は
that
本
much?
当にその人が嫌い。
Alice ate her hopkin in silence as if she was honoring some sort of sacred ritual. Her face was indifferent. Anyways, but she was secretly enjoying how frustrated Akko was. Akko was none the wiser than all this. Normally she would have noticed immediately, but she was not quite herself at that moment.
本当にって、そりゃそうよ。気に食わないって何度も言ってるじゃない。
Does he really? Well, of course he does. I think I've said that often enough.
そう。具体的には？
Okay, what specific about him do you dislike?
は？具体的にはって、 そんなのに。
I don't need a specific reason to. She tailed off as she finally realized how disagreeable she was being. She couldn't come up with no reason why. Her instincts had told her she was incompatible with that hick. But why is stronger reaction more than anything in the world? Uncle hated emotions without reason, and the decisions made with no rationale.
嫌いなものは嫌いなんだから、ちゃんとどっかに理由があるんだと思うけど。
I just don't like him. I'm sure there's a good reason for it, I think. She became more flustered as she talked. I love how the chopsticks are just moving up and down and like touching her chin, like trying to think. Unfortunately for her, she could not come up with a coherent reason to hate Sojiro Suzuki. It was not her fault. His fault that he had zero common sense. It was the fault of the virus he grew up in. In fact, it was admirable that he was trying so hard to adapt to civilized society. As coolest as he might seem, it was not a complete waste of face. If he seemed a bit slow, it was only because his gentle nature compelled him to think before acting. When one looked at everything objectively, the conclusion was obvious. Such the opposite loaf. To admit, he really was a good guy to everyone who he had managed to peg as.
ちょっと本気かっての。人間的に悪いところ、本当にみじんもないのか？
I cannot believe I'm thinking there's really nothing wrong with him. It's plenty, so she left it at that for now. She had been using the chopsticks and using it came to a stop. She was getting very annoyed. An irrational hatred of burning through her head. Unable to come to terms with her feelings, she definitely tried to analyze Sojiro, but her mind went in more circles. Alice fixed on Akko with a dismal stare.
呆れた。
I'm shocked. A small laugh.
らしくないわね、青子。
This isn't you. Like you. That those words were the final blow, and it felt Akko felt the floor fall from under her. She was unable to leave the chair, all until long after Alice had finished eating and left. However, he ended up getting knocked down. Ozaki was not one to be kept that way. She made short work cleaning up after dinner and seeing to her first bath of the night to Alice. Left the drawing room, since it was customary in these sorts of missions to turn the lights off when leaving the empty room. The only areas of the house were the drawing room and the two girls' bedrooms. Upstairs it was in darkness. Akko briskly made her way to the deepest part of the east wing, along the long corridor, illuminated by the light of the moon. Arrived at her room.
結論として、
All being said,
やっぱり騙し討ちは気に食わない。
sneak attacks make me sick to my stomach. She had considered this on the way to the corridor, perhaps ever since she left the drawing room. The moment she entered the room, she drew a proverbial line in the sand.
やるにしても隠れるのはなし。正面から堂々と向かい合って理由を言う。
If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it face to face. I'll give him it to him straight. This was not a session driven by feelings of sympathy or compassion. For her, it was simply the way things ought to be.
よし。そうと決まれば。
Okay. That out of the way. After setting her resolve, she headed to the study next door. Let's see. Tuesday cell, winter solstice, green spy. Without hesitating, she removed one book of the countless volumes on the shelf. And the introductory textbooks is transported here for the Awasaki residents were separated into 6 shelves and labeled Monday to Sunday. Akko had organized the books by topic, genre, and purpose, and more or less memorized exactly what it was in her personal library. Referencing any of these materials in the book, Winston took her no time off. It was befitting the role to keep her out of study. Although this keeper's freedom was definitely more than a small room. Both Akko and Alice had given up all hopes of clearness of a library in the annex. Nevertheless, the occasion, Akko had no option other than to give Alice a heads up and visit when the study did not meet her needs.
できればそれは避けたいところだけど、と。
Really hope I don't have to go over this here now. Akko placed a thick and green book down and took a seat. The desk she sat at was sturdy and uninviting. It wasn't just sort of furniture girls her age can attach to. It was, but she was like the minimalist elegance, nonetheless. She flipped through lightly for the books of old, worn to her pages.
アリスみたいな結界は私にはまだ無理だ。
I still can't imagine anything like Alice's bound field. I guess I'll just have to find a place off the beaten track. The mountains, the woods, the school building, empty at night. She's looking for a place that would be, except for worse luck, void of people wanting her to forgo the use of magecraft. Walls of horns of magical mist.
もっとこう見た目にも状況的にも派手な方が効果的だし。
Whilst the thorns of magical mist are so indirect, I want to cut off any route of escape, I need someplace flashy and obvious, both in purpose and in books. Worrying about how there had to be some basic spell to fit her needs, she could continue to flip through the pages, and it goes without saying that she was looking for a way to deal with the witness from the previous night. Magecraft fuses were made, but not all-encompassing. Fundamentally, Magecraft was good for making things or a phenomenon that existed already, while more or less bypassing the time and resources conventional means would require. It is, however, unable to manifest phenomena that were impossible in this world. It was essentially an equivocal exchange that used a variety of shortcuts. A phenomenon made possible by human hands, actualized by an individual's power. That was generally what the Magecraft was. To give a simple example, if Akko were so inclined, she could make a tire light appear in the mansion. However, it had to be something that existed within its own world. Nothing, not even the smallest matter, could escape this unbreakable law. Even if Akko were able to reach a level of heat on par with a F-15 fighter jet's afterburner, that event would only be possible if the circuit named Akko Aosaki acted as a temporary input for variable in the magic formula. Derived equations was simply a value that's already curved already. If the variable in the equation did not exist elsewhere in reality, the spell would not have been void. The imaginary element known as magical energy was like a line that could only slip through fantasy through the network in order for the moment of ignition. God prone, non-access solutions. The faded reality was something the universe did not allow.
とは言っても、エーテルは基本何にでもできるんで、大元が嘘なんだっけ?
Still, what was it? You can't combine imaginary elements ether with pretty much anything else since it was not real itself.
魔力だけで構成されたものは幻想扱いされて急速に消えていくとか。
Anything
典型的な結界、茨の壁とかはもともと茨を生やしておいて魔力で一気に成長、強化してるものだし。
So, anything composed entirely of magical energy will more than illusion. The quickest, even a typical field like thorns. Generally starts with the user applying thorns first before seeing magical energy grow, strengthen them in an instant.
魔力っていうのは結局使い勝手のいいガソリン兼事象に火をつける火花ってわけで。
In the end, magical energy is just an easy-to-use fuel source, while acting as a firework that ignites the phenomenon.
なんて
Or so they say.
架空要素云々より基本的な回路の接続と魔力を加工して弾くことぐらいしかできないのよね、私。
Imaginary elements are well and good, but all I can do is connect to basic circuit, process magical energy into the projectile. Left to herself, she looked at the battlefield or something similar, more suited for her current ability. The identity of the witness was still unknown, but if they were a classmate at Akos, she had any number of pretexts by which to lure them out. The problem was after that.
そうなると
Did it
問
become
題は命中率よね。一撃で決めないと逃げられちゃうだろうし。
it becomes a question of precision. I'll take care of him in one blow, he might slip away. To be honest, she was confident that she could handle smoothly without Alice's support. But Akko saw no reason to ask her out, given that the target question was just a regular bystander. Putting as she was still hard to provide as much as manage. She continued to turn through the pages, proving that adequately. In the midst of the firing sound and numbering up pages from volume, Akko suddenly stopped her finger at a certain page. Found it. She smiled to herself. With a simple forming she used to tuck away somewhere in recesses of her memory to spell a simple distraction.
檻をね
A cage. I need to make
作
the
ればいい
cage.
のよ。狩りをする時の常套手段じゃない。獲物を逃げら
Really?
れないように
Yeah,
す
that
るの
is a really old. Probably not being evil. It's the old trick in the book. Any hunter worth her salt would know should use. She proceeded to bookmark in the book and closed it and got up to return to the room. Suddenly, she felt someone watching her. Through the window, she saw the light, and a girl stayed back with a cold, hard expression. The girl's expression was hers, expression undoubtedly her own. She began explaining to ease the illness. Although to say, it was something as elaborate as the plan was overkill. This was the job. She was going to make a cage and lure her prey into it. There was no getting around its predetermined violence.
そろそろアリスは上がったかな
I wonder if Alice is home for a bath. She spoke in hopes that bath returned some work for the child's heart. About 20 minutes had passed since she gave Alice the privilege of her first hot water. Alice in the bath quickly, finishing on her well in 10 minutes. Her roommate was the type that could not understand the type of spirit. Her bath, treating it as well nothing unnecessary looking at one's mind. For Alice, the concept of staying in the hot springs sounded more like a chore than anything, but of regard to Alice had to agree. I guess it's not too
浴
hot.
場はカラッとあれ今に電気ついてる
Is that drawing room light on? It was unusual for Alice to sit in the drawing room after a bath. On nights when she had enough to discuss, her style would return directly to her bedroom.
アリスいるの
Alice, are you in here? Alice nodded. With no book in hand, appeared Alice has been waiting for Anko.
そういうこと私も信用ないなほんと
So that's what it is. She has really no faith in me, does she? So Anko scratched her head in expression. Was that Alice that was worried about her, or had no faith in her? Her expression was so calm. Anko could hardly figure out what she was thinking.
方針なら決まったけど聞く
I have a plan one here.
その顔を見れば聞かなくてもわかるわ。
I can tell just by the look on your face.
迷いがなくなったのはいいことだけど、悪い癖ね、青子。
It's good you know our wavering, but you must do something about that tiger's Anko. Alice is a small sigh. It was unusual for Alice to make such a display of her disappointment.
ええ騙し討ちは趣味じゃないから殺すにしても正々堂々正面から理由を言った後にする
I don't like sneaky attacks, so I'm gonna do it fairly. Only after I've told him why in a straight face.
それならすっぱり後腐れもないし文句ある
That way there'd be absolutely no trouble ever. Any compliments?
文句はないわ。そういうの、好きか嫌いかはこの際関係ないでしょうし。
Why would I have any? This is really only matter of personal preference, after all. However,
確実性はどうかってことでしょ私いまいち命中率悪いしその辺の問題は場所選びでフォローしようかなと
you're worried I'll mess up, right? My accuracy hasn't been stellar lately, so I'm thinking about how to cover my bases with the location.
私はアリスのようにはいかないから物理的に逃げられない場所にしようと思うんだけど何かアイディアない
I can't throw up a feel like you. I was thinking doing it somewhere where physically you can't escape. Any ideas? Outside the thought. The finger that grimly rested on her lips indicated the question to us to her liking.
鏡はどう
About mirrors. Can you easily see them in the house?
永遠に閉じ込めていら
House
れる
mirrors for all eternity?
あんたそういうところ常識ないわよね
Seriously, that was your idea. Found Alice's bad taste. Was a kind of idea her roommate found to be inspired, but Akko knew it was out of question. Akko was looking for a national battlefield so she could prepare, not Rome boring on true masters that she didn't create to begin with.
なら他を当たるのね。でも、ここを使うのだけはやめてちょうだい。
Then you choose otherwise, I suppose, but please, whatever you do, do not bring him here.
言われなくても分かってるって
You don't need to tell me that.
あーけどそうね
But actually, yeah.
ミラーハウスはいいアイディアかも
The House of Mirrors might actually work. Akko smirked about way from the wall she was resting on.
サンキューアリス。全体の流れは出来上がったわ。
Thanks, Alice. I just figured out the whole plan.
ほんとこういうのってダメ元でも相談してみるものよね。
I guess it's always best to talk to someone when you're in a bind. Not a good mood. Akko retreated from the drawing room. Alice tried and failed to visualize what kind of blueprint Akko had drawn up in her mind, but whatever it is, it appeared to be through the kind of Akko was good at. Akko headed to the bathroom. Humming to herself as she went, a year and a half was shining through the living space that had been thought Alice self-being. When Akko Alasaki was in a good of a mood, the only deep trouble you could fall.
青子一人に任せていいのかですって。
You want to know if I'm okay with letting Akko handle this on her own? It's unclear how long the bird was sitting in the drawing room. Tripping in Alice, the robin-like bird perches across the furniture as if it were the proper.
そうね。彼女が一人でやると言ったのだから、任せるのが正しい信頼関係なんでしょうけど。
Yes, I suppose she said she wanted to do it alone, and I wanted her to know that she has my every still. The girl in black raised her arm. The bird chirping once again, lying on her outstretched, affectionate finger.
嫌な話だ。
Suffice to face.
信頼と信用は。
Trust and faith are two different things. The bird puffed out its shut chest in agreement. Akko was none the wiser to the roommate's very unsettling comments. The following day was typically an outcast one. Today's classes end, and as they had started, uneventfully. Winter break just around the corner with the final exams. Although Misaki High prided itself on discipline, it was still a private school and as such promoted a culture of independence among the students. Industrious students had the place to explore the side of themselves. Under the guardianship of the student council president, more easygoing students could spend their time after school as they wished, as long as they were mindful of personal responsibility. The fact that the poster boy of independence was the student council vice president indicate just how vast the spectrum was. Yo, Aozaki. Tubimura Suzuki threw open the door to the satellite student council room, the rumored location of their secret meetings. Despite all the appearances, he was the student council vice president, who also happened to be the poor soul responsible for executing the student council's study work. One person was waiting for him in the cramped room. The student council president, Akko Aozaki, sat imperiously as in a flowing chair, staring at Tobimaru and his monstrous interests. This room is freezing. As usual, we're ruining it by here. So it's not taking a second to Akko's. Oppressed with silence, Tobimaru opened up some casual small talk.
お疲れ様。ところであんた、何しに来たのか分かってる？
Thank you for coming. Let's get into business. You know why I called you here?
まあな。ただ、事務的に話すのって寒いじゃねえか。
What's up? I have an idea. What's up with the formality, Aozaki?
少しぐらい世間話でもしねえとつまらねえだろ。
Very harsh to talk to me, talk shop right away all the time, you know. Abra closed the door and sat down across from Akko. Was holding a blue envelope. No, of
こういう
course it's
時は
blue.
無駄口は叩かない方がいいわよ。
Yeah, loose lipstick snips. Might remember that once you get into the real world. Alright,
いや。
I'll remember. Wait a second, nice try. Tamura was halfway to agreeing with Akko before he caught himself and began to shake his head. As much as Tamura enjoyed the lack of red tape in his new life of work, he was not ready to turn full spy on his first day of the job.
それで、調べ終わったの？
So then, are you done with your investigation?
ああ、ついさっき最後の聴取を済ませてきた。
Yeah, I finished the last interview just now.
詳しいことはその封筒に入ってる。お前から渡された例のファイルもそんなか。
The details are in the envelope along with the file you gave me. Just on the table. Good. Araka picked it up and began to scan for the documents that were inside. She entered her own world, not sparing the slightest bit of attention for Tamamaro. Ignoring other people were skilled. She would have mastered at it.
なあ、
何？
What?
一つ聞きたいんだけどよ。
I just wanted to ask one thing. Yeah, and? The room was filled with chilling silence. Aka continued reading without an ounce of emotion upon her face. Although Tamamaro kept the air of indifference, his stare remained fixed entirely on her.
青崎、そういうの作って楽しい？
Do you get a kick out of doing this kind of thing, Aozaki?
楽しいわけないでしょ。こんなの作ったところであんまり使う機会なんてないんだから。
Of course not. What's so fun about getting into I ever get to even use?
そうか。ならいい。
Right, just wanted to check. Or not, he was convinced. Tamamaro stood up from his chair with a disappointed expression.
最後まで読めばわかるだろうが、あんまり確証は取れなかったぜ。
He figured it out just by reading it all, but I wasn't able to think up anything conclusive.
というより、おとといあの辺りにいた生徒はいないって話になりそうだ。
I found
まあ
indications
断定はできないけどな。
that there weren't any students in the area today before yesterday. It's not like I can say for that for sure, though. No longer certain with his task, Tamamaro headed towards the door, as if to say it was out of his hands.
と、そうだ。
Oh, and one more thing.
そういえば、一人だけ該当しなかったやつがいる。季節外れの転入生までは、青崎も調べきれなかったみてえじゃねえか。
There was one student that wasn't included in your dragnet. You forgot to include any out-term transfers. Aka raised her head so slightly. He was right. The recent transfer student was not included within the scope of the investigation.
そんなわけで、その字に関しては調べてないぜ。
So I haven't looked at Sono G.
まあ、あいつならいつだろうと遅くまでバイトだろうが。いや、人殺しを見たなんてこと口走ってるようじゃ、家で悪い夢でも見てたのかもしれねえか。
Although, considering it was him, it's safe to assume he was working that way. Oh wait, he would be if he hadn't mentioned something about seeing a mirror or whatever. I told him that it was probably just a bad dream. Tamamaro cheerfully left the student council room. What? So seriously, Akko felt her fingers go numb. And the document she was holding, she was still on the table. She just now fucking realizes it. It can't be that. It's not possible. She broke out in a cold sweat and tried to tell herself that there must be some kind of mistake. However, the uncomfortable feeling in her gut simply could not go away. Perhaps because her intuition was almost always right at the time she like these.
バカらしい。
You gotta be kidding me. Yes, she knew what she had to do. She would not hesitate to kill Tamamaro if he had been the witness. But if it was him, just considering a possibility caused her blood to cold. Aka put her forehead to her hands and began to brood. And then suddenly, let's talk choice. You always be faced with choices. A virtuous fool and a wicked sage. You cannot save both. You must pick one, and that's the freedom granted to you. 2 years earlier, Aka admired the words offered by her grandfather the day she replaced her older sister as his successor, and let a sigh of lament.
すごくバカみたい。
This has to be a joke. She laughed at her own intuition, but it's no joke. If only those words had never been said. Aka locked up the student council room and left for a day. Coming as though nothing onward happened, she greeted the students as they passed her in the hall and was almost shocked by how natural she seemed. There were still plenty of students in the school. The grounds were noisy and chattering, and students who had finished the day have yet to head out. Others still had clubbing activities. This gray sky looked ready to pour, but nobody seemed to pay it any mind. And the climber, Ako hastened to the school gate. She passed by students who were animated in conversation. They seemed to be talking about their after-school plans. Apparently, they were adamant about maximizing their free time. She could not figure out if they could possibly be so irritatingly responsibly focused on the fun, but at the same time, there was no mood to make fun or feel envious of them. 2 short years prior, she had been just like them. I wonder if I'm becoming desensitized to it all. She tied her scarf at this time more tightly to give off an air of solitude, but she was doing no one. After all, what people who face solitude are really masking in their rejection. Solitude. Rejection, they're all 2 sides of the same coin. The area by the school gate was busier than usual. The group of boys appeared to hurl behind it. The transparent attempt to be discreet in terms of both location and loneliness of the voices did nothing to hide the fact that they were noisily arguing about the girl sitting on the other side of the street. What's Alice doing here? The girl was cloaked in a black cape. At first glance, they could have been mistaken for a normal child, but those from Murasaki could tell that she wore the uniform of a prestigious girls' school. She said that she had no connection to Murasaki High in any way, shape, or form. The 2 schools were miles apart from both physically and spiritually. Remember that school student body was a rare sighting, as the majority were forced to live in the school dorm. Ray-Rin Girls Academy had a reputation as a school for princesses, and it was rare indeed for one of them to be something among the combo. That alone would have been enough to cause a ruckus among the boys, but this girl looked to the class. One could not help but describe the standing figure as charming. The way she silently and mostly waited for was reminiscent of meticulously composed poetry. Ako took one look at her before instantly recalling one word of solitude. Okay, you lame brains. You don't have anywhere better to be. Disgusted, Ako barged in through the gate. At this point, she would normally head home, but today she crossed the street towards the waiting girl. Oh crap, is that the student council president? Damn it, she's trying to chase her way. Let the girl be, she has the right to stand there if she wants to. She's going to go nuclear, the president versus the angel. What gives, man? Who cares if she's from another school? She's not even on school property, right, guys? Don't mess with Madam Akano. You're just asking to be smacked. The boys ran with their mouths behind their back. Nothing in the mood shut them up. Ako walked right up to the girl and offered a formal wave. Something the matter, Alice? I told you before, there's nothing of interest for you here. For real? Ako heard the boys of the gang lose their collective minds, and they're best to ignore him. I want to be sure, but Ako? Those people are a nuisance. You think I'll chase them off? And then contrast this for Alice's small voice. Ako spoke unclear. Naturally, this was on purpose, as to deal with the riffraff by a gate all at once. Crap! She's coming this way! Hey. Hey, stop pushing me. Move up. Move it. I'm out.
いや
But
でもあの子会長と知り合いなんでしょ。うまく会長に紹介してもらうとか。
it doesn't look like they're tight. Maybe we can get the president to introduce us.
さすが一年坊主。まだ戦場の現実ってもんを理解していねえ。
Rookie mistake.
死の間際までいい夢見ろよ。
You still haven't experienced the realities of the battlefield. That's like, don't let the dreams be dreams. It's your funeral. Perhaps it was because too many of them had gathered at one place. The mob entered a frenzy panic as they tried to escape. Akko addressed them all.
さーて、部活動があるわけでもなし、ただ家に帰るだけの帰宅部の皆さん、こんなところで何を集まってるのか教えてくれる？
Well. What do we have here? If it isn't the Go Home Early Club, you mind telling me what you're all doing gathered in a place like this with no club activities to attend? Yep. The student council president stared daggers at the boys. In any
何
case,
しろ試験前だもの。
exams are coming up.
身になることなら私も教えてほしいけど、まさかガン首並べて女学院のお嬢様を眺めてただけなんてことはないわよね。
It would seem horrible if instead of going home to study, you were luring around just to ogle at another school student now, would it?
声をかける勇気もなくて眺めてただけなんてことは。
It's not like a single one of you had the guts to even go up to her and say something. None of them was brave enough to admit that it was a hit in the nail on the head. If any of them had such a courage, they would have already been chatting young way up.
いや、僕教室にちょっと忘れ物が。
Yeah, I think I forgot something in the classroom.
こんなオチならダメ元で玉砕しとくんだった。
If I had known that it was gonna end like this, I would have gone down trying.
天文部に行って双眼鏡借りるのどうだ。屋上からお顔を賜るとか。
Well, if we go borrow binoculars from a shot cup, I'm sure we could get a good view from the roof.
天文部にそんなのねえよ。あるとしたら野鳥同好会じゃね。
The Asari Club doesn't have binoculars. I mean, anyone does. It would be the Wild Bird Society.
それ先月会長が潰したじゃん。鳥めでてる暇があるなら彼女作れって。
Press destroyed those last month. If you have enough time to reverse watching, you have enough time to find girlfriend chicken.
ああ、彼女作れですか。
Find a girlfriend.
すみませんす。今日は裏口から帰るっす。ザキさん。
Sorry, Saki. I'm gonna cut this through the back exit.
くそ。じゃあな会長。また明日。
I'm gonna jet too. Later, Press. See you tomorrow. With those also charming remarks, the boys scattered within their tails between their legs.
楽しそうね、青子。
You seem to be enjoying yourself, Akko.
あ、わかる？
How can you tell? Akko's response lifted all too easy. Truth words, there was not many bad apples in Minasaki High. Dealing with them was really bad.
で、
So, what brings you down here? Do you find something out?
何かわか？
結界に残っていた気配の識別は、あとはここで確かめればいいだけよ。
Identified the traces of a witness room within the field. All you need to do is put a name to them.
そう。ん？アリス、いつからここに？
Let's see, Alice, how long have you been waiting here?
下校時刻か
The
ら。
school was dismissed. So you've been roughing here for an hour. Saying in a safe place for an hour, be taxed with someone as sensitive a school as Alice.
悪いわね、無理させて。
Sorry if you would have told me.
別に好きでやってることだから。
Don't be, I'm just doing it because I want to. Spoke with her black eyes fixed on the gate as soon as passed through. She had already been serving the gate in despair for the past hour.
私を待ってたわけじゃないんでしょ？今からでも付き合うわ。
Well, you weren't waiting for me, were you? Well, here I am now. We can go. That's what I said. If Alice had still there, and meant she had not found the witness yet. She had found the students, Alice would have already gone home, and ahead of Akko to begin research on the student's background.
私の方はダメだった。
Nothing came out of my end. She reported. That's me. The results of Tommy Morrow's investigation, Alice remained silent. With that, conversation ended, leaving the two silently endured the freezing wind. silent stakeout drag on endlessly. Students continue past the gate. Each stroke at the sight of the unusual combo and head home. After 20 minutes, Akko let a sigh escape her mouth. Perhaps from the boredom, perhaps from the cold, or perhaps from both.
ねえアリス、帰り黎明に寄ってかない？
Hey, on our way home, do you want to stop by Dawn? Akko quickly turned to Alice to catch their reaction. Dawn was the name of one of Akko's favorite coffee shops. Offered no clear indication where. Just critical of Akko's blasé attitude or agreeing her whims. Alice stripped it to her silently. Akko followed her stare.
あれ青崎も待ち合わせか？
Hey, Yamazaki, are you meeting someone here too? Son, voice took her off guard. There was only one person who spoke with his good-natured tone.
そう。やっぱそうなるわけ。
Of course it would be him. Hurry back it to Alice. Akko moved her focus to newly appears in it.
それで、今日は何の用？
Can I help you with something? All politeness flew out the window. Alright, in such bad news, Akko's mood plummeted the longer she looked at Sojiro. The subsidy in her expression, however, was lost on him.
いや、これから駅前で水泳部の部長と待ち合わせなんだけど、そのことでお礼を言っておきたくて。
No thanks, I was just on my way to the station to meet the club captain. I wanted the same thanks. Well, that was completely unexpected. Thanks for joining the club. Akko had a hunch she was about to say something brainless.
ふーん。お礼ってお礼参りってこと？
And by thanks you mean payback, right? Yeah. Fortunately, Sojiro, completely unaware of more sinister implications of the word payback.
よくわからないけど、そんな大したことじゃないよ。
Not sure what you mean by that, but it's no big deal.
ただ、水泳部は夏までそう忙しくないって話だったから。
It's just that the swim club captain said that the club doesn't get busy until summer. Sojiro was about to take it for a recommended club that would not take much of his time when Akko cut him off with an expression of disinterest.
当然でしょ。幽霊部員になりそうな生徒なんて紹介できないから。忙しいあなたでも務まりそうな場所があったから口に出しただけよ。
Well, of course, I couldn't very well introduce you to a club that I knew you would never turn up to. All I did was mention that even someone as busy as you can get joy.
なるほど、無駄がないね。
See, very efficient. Open aberration for her. Slapped at Akko's will to fight. Fighting a suitable club and negotiating with its captain had been an efficient use of all the
とに
time.
かくお世話になったから、それで礼を言っときたくて。
Anyway, you really helped me out. I want to say thanks. Sojiro greatly dipped ahead, but not before the flustered Akko stopped him.
よしてよ。今あなたにそんなことされても迷惑だから。
Give me a break. You're still going to give me a headache if you do that.
そ
So,
れで、水泳部はどう？
how's the swimming club? Doesn't seem like a good fit. An awkwardness infiltrated her previous sharp glance. Sojiro was able to pick up on the odd change in her behavior, but could not divide his reason. Simply, sorry, with what he knew so far as to report that the most recent information he had.
ああ、水泳部はクビになった。
Oh, I got kicked out of the club. All right. Nice to see you introduce him to the club. And what? Why? Oh god, that face. That's an instant shot, an unexpected response. Like even in the Jack in the Box. Unexpected development threw her mind out in a titsy that she was momentarily forgot the complicated feelings she had been wrestling with.
だって今から待ち合わせだって。
But you were just on your way to meet the captain.
それは、これからヤシロギの温水プールに連れて行ってくれるからだよ。
Yeah, the captain's taking me to a heated pool in Yoshiogi. Sorry, Sojiro stated this as a matter of fact that he still can remember.
話がつながらない。そこまでうまくいってるのに。
I'm not
どうして
following.
入部を拒否されるのよ、あんた。
Things are going fine. Why would they kick you out?
そりゃ、俺が泳げないからだろ。
Oh, that's easy because I can't swim. Aka reached up of her fingers and pinched her nose as she processed this answer. Oh, shaking her head.
鈴木君、昨日の私の質問は覚えてる？走るのか泳ぐのか。 どっちがいいかってやつ。
Do you remember my question from yesterday, the one where I asked if you ever preferred running or swimming?
私の記憶は正しいけど、一応確認しておくわね。
Confident I remember your answer, but please repeat it to me.
あなた、確かに泳ぐ方だって言ったけど。
You prefer swimming, right?
ああ、昔から泳げないのはなんとか克服したかったんだ。反対に走る方は得意だけど。
Yeah, since I was little, I always wanted to learn, and I'm already really good at running, so... Energy spent Akko finally understood.
俺が1年なら1から鍛えてくれたらしいんだけど。
Apparently they would have taken me in and trained me for square one in my first year.
あと3ヶ月で
Suddenly, sounds like you can't recruit a second year like me. Mistakes I can rock, especially with only 3 months left in the school year.
けど部長が親身になってくれて、これから泳ぎを教えてくれることになったんだよ。
But the captain was really nice about it, and even offered to teach me to swim. Such were Rose words spoken from a place of joy that I failed to reach Ayako.
つまり欠陥品を売りつけたってわけか。こりゃ水泳部の部長に合わす顔がないと。
So in other words,
ちょっと待った。
I tried to palm off the defective goods. I'll never be able to show my face to swim captain again. But wait, isn't it Captain A?
しずきくん、水泳部の部長って。
Suzuki, the swimming club captain is... She stopped herself short of a girl. She was afraid how it might look, given how she might not be able to refrain herself as she started.
もういいわ。気持ちは分かったから、どこか遠くにいてくれない？少し疲れてて、とてもじゃないけどあなたの相手はしていられないの。
You know what? It doesn't matter. I understand now. You can just go. Far, far from here, okay? Because I can't deal with you right now.
飛び丸もそんなことを言ってたな。青崎は昨日と今日、珍しく疲れてるって。
Tobimaro said the same thing. Come to think of it, he said you were unusually tired yesterday and today. Did something happen?
ちょっとね。でもいいの。解決したみたいだから。
Okay, but it's fine. Seems to resolve itself.
それより、しずきくんはどう見える？
Anyway, how did it look to you,
そんな
Suzuki?
に疲れて見えるのかな？
Did it look really that exhausted? Why is she asking me this? Bring things out for no reason on impulse. This is not unusual, Akko. Perhaps it was because you realized this would be their last chance to have no conversation. After a few moments of conversation, Socho conjured up a grin to cut out straight for your attention.
そうだな。疲れているというより、生き生きしているように見える。仕方なく畑を耕していた狼が、久しぶりに狩りに出ることになって、機嫌を上げている感じだ。
Well, I would say that you look more lively than you do tired. Like a wolf that's been forced to plow for the fields for a long time, but it's excited to finally go on the hunt again. He seemed so cheerful, like he was so happy for her. Without thinking, Ako's hands went to her cheeks, and with that, says she was grinning from ear to ear. There was just no way she could have made such a mistake.
とにかくありがとう。じゃあ、また明日。
Anyway, thanks again. See you tomorrow. Perhaps it's still not comfortable enough to wave at her. He said goodbye with sincerity in his voice and smile and took his leave.
待って。こんな話があるの。
Wait, I have
てから言って。
a question for you, then you can go. Akko called after him. Her voice is cold as she admonished herself for having been somewhat appropriate earlier. Yeah?
意味のない例え話よ。
This is just a hypothetical question.
そうね。あなたが空腹で死にそうな時、目の前に同じように空腹で死にそうな2匹の動物がいるとするわ。
Let's just say you're on the brink of starvation right from you are two animals also starving.
しずきくんに銃をあげる。それでどちらかの動物を撃って。右はライオンで、左は子猫。
One on the right is the
選ぶ
lion.
のはあなたの自由だから。
The one on the left is kitten. What do? It's a fable-like moral dilemma, such a way in which the cruel rare appreciate. Anything you thought too hard about, you would never find an answer. So to answer quickly and calmly.
いや、撃たないと思うよ。だって、自分の好きにしていいんだろ。それにほら、空腹ならお互い様だ。
Come on, all three of us are starving. He was not the least fazed by the dilemma. He gave the most instant response, so instant, in fact, that it wouldn't give anyone a pause.
長生きするわ、あなた。
You'll live along like Suzuki.
すご ごいセリフだな。そんなことを言われたのは多分君が初めてだ。
Well, you think so? I think it's gonna be the first time anyone has ever said that to me. Adoring his face, with a smile wholly out of sync with his comment.
何よそれ。
What the heck is that supposed to mean? She regrets stopping him. She only had just watched him go. This conversation would never have happened. Sojiro Suzuki made his way down the slope seat. Today, just like every day, he probably had to work late again. Only Akko and Alice remained, and Alice doing what she could simply blend in.
つくづくこっちのペースを乱してくれるわね。あの人畜無害の田舎者は。
That harmless take really throws me for a loop. Akko clenched her right fist tightly as she cursed out loud, anything to prevent herself from screaming at the top of her lungs. Whether she should scream or be directed towards Sojiro or herself was never a matter entirely. Akko. Akko heard Alice's soft voice behind her. Akko knew that she was going to say it, and she had known for the entire time. Ever since Alice had showed up, showed no reaction to any of the other students, changing her expression upon seeing Sojiro.
言わなくてもいい。あいつでしょ目撃者は。
Now you say it, it's him, right? The witness? Her voice was close-eyed. It was the voice of someone talking about a complete stranger. The lion and the kitten. There was pros and cons to choosing either of these animals. Point being that she had to ask them to choose one of them. In terms of risk, the lion was a more dangerous choice. The instant the gun was pointing at it, there was a chance it would fight back. Those who chose the lion required more courage, but any sense of the guilt that came across holding the gun would be forgotten. Lions are fierce creatures, poor excuse to shoot at an animal. Perhaps, but one in them certainly would help alleviate the guilt. But well, a kitten, the weaker creature, it goes without saying that the kitten would be the easier target of the two. But choosing it would be a disquieting decision for anyone. Even the kitten would have no chance to survive. It was too senseless to carry out. And Akko, Sojiro was that choice.
てっきり私もそうだと思ってた。
I knew it was him too. When she had felt that shaky feeling in the student council room, she endured it. There was no getting around that must be done. She chose herself until, that is, Sojiro went and said what he did, causing her to resolve to waver. But the discomfort in her chest did not stir from any guilty she might have felt. She continued to get less for Sojiro. He was weak and would be incredibly easy to deal with. Yet for some reason she could not dispel her reservations. Where's a student who have moved to the city in the middle of nowhere, with no family to speak of. Few even know if he were suddenly disappeared compared to a person of someone renowned. If she were to kill him, it would be as simple as wrangling a cat's neck. And it all served just to piss her off. It was too lucky. Like everything was neatly handed to her. She wanted to just drop it, kick it right into orbit.
信じられない。私嫌がってる。
I can't believe it. I hate it. This isn't how it's supposed to be.
こんなの私じゃない。
Why am I like this? Standing behind her, Alice heard all the murmuring. Nevertheless, she seemed to ignore it and said,
彼、首に布を巻いていたわね。
he has something wrapped around his neck. On a wholly unrelated topic. Akko returned to senses. His neck?
ええ。水泳部の首とかけていたのかしら。
Yes, I wonder if it had something to do with being rejected by the swimming club. I was put too much thought into this as a deeper meaning to her somehow.
そういえば、あいつ初めて会った時も首に布巻いてたっけ？襟を行儀よく締めてるから目立たないけど。
Now you mention it, I saw them wearing the same thing first time we met. He must have missed it because he always had his car done up. Conversation turned out analysis. And Adele had solved none of their current problems. It did help calm Akko's face, frazzled nerves.
Thank you. 落ち着いたわ、アリス。
Thank you, Alice. I'm good.
それと、気合も入った。
I'm ready to go.
善は急げ。あいつが言いふらす前に決着をつけよう。
Let's strike it while the iron's hot and end this before he spreads any rumors. Bumped once more, Akko returned back to the school gate. For now, they would retire to the mansion to prepare for battle. Oh, okay. Oh, nice tree.
いいけど、いつどこで彼を殺すの？
Sure, but when and where do you plan to kill him? She said quietly, not to be overheard by anyone else. Normally, Ayako had to rein in that side of Alice, out and up and as they were, but as far from normal situation.
今日の夜、場所はとっておきの夢の国よ。
Tonight, as for the place, we shall meet him in the land of dreams. He gave a fearless laugh, a strangely pleasant sound, like the kind one would make during meeting their lover. Here as she is now. Okay, where are you at for archive? Okay. Actually gonna end here, guys. I'll be back tomorrow with this after we do the side quest for Faker and getting the time gate on, getting ready for the time gate to unlock. Stick around, we're gonna find someone to raid. Let's see. Who's on right now? Okay, I think I'll probably raid this Calvin Alexander. Oh, King Alexander. Yeah, guys, he's playing FGO at the moment. Yeah, have a good one, Morals. Try to stay warm because of the weather, and good luck with getting caught up for like the raids. But yeah, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. This is your Demon Lord Draco Sock. Sign off. Later.